Turup, turup, turup. Ini udah live belum? Tiap kali live gue tuh bingung udah live atau belum. Ini YouTube tuh tidak ada kayak tunjukkan Anda sedang live gitu, nggak ada cuy. Halo, oh, udah. Halo. Bentar, ada anjing kegonggong, bentar guys. Ya aku guys, maaf guys, gangguan teknis. Kayak VCT aja nih, gue udah serasa kayak VCT guys, banyak gangguan teknis ya. Halo guys, halo, ganti screen. Belum mulai. Santai dulu nggak sih? Oh udah map band dulu guys, tonton map band terus nanti ada trio Yapper dulu guys, nih map band dulu guys.
Yeah, to put Paper Rex in a position where they're not the most used at it.
Split.
Well, that makes sense why Breeze is banned, right? Because something was trying out that Yoru wasn't too great, but Split and Ascent
Split.
now. Okay, so this is where we have that Rossi.
Ya sih pertama kali main Split turnamen ini guys, biasanya di banned
But at the
Split.
same time, Paper Rex experiments around. Sometimes they bring out the Harbor with Forsaken, and it can be very interesting to see how these teams clash on that.
Or even the Sage.
Anjay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just curious to see what,
Oh,
what
udah
the
makan,
comps are going to be
udah.
having here. And Sunset. Ah, yes. The Decider. This was...
Pilih mapnya yang waras-waras mereka, nggak berani main Breeze, soalnya banyak pemain operator sini.
And then the one without Jing with the no duelist comp. So, again, I am currently unsure on what's going to happen here. And another thing is, these are maps that
Ya
there's a
udah.
possibility that...
Karena nunggu trio Yapper ngomong guys, lama nggak usah ditonton lah, mending nonton solo Yapper ya. Bang ya lupa minum ya. Makasih Nightbot udah ngingetin. Nentangin Prek Sunset, bukannya Prek yang milih. Gua ngelucu, gua lagi sedih. Ah cupu, hidup aja sedih, gimana sih? Halo. Namanya hilirisasi ini orang. Terserah Anda lah. Itachi lawan Sasuke. Ya kokonya sengaja kalah biar dramatis gitu. Dua kata lucu. Bersenggama. Guys, kalian bilangin ke guru bahasa Indonesia kalian guys, hobi saya bersenggama gitu. Bersanggama bukan bersenggama, bersanggama. Suka Indomie atau mie sedap? Indomie. Yang suka mie sedap itu golongan sesat guys. Hanya Indomie yang benar. Kalau Anda suka mie sedap, Anda sesat. Posisi tangan dan mouse yang enak. Pakai tangan kanan kalau lu nggak kidal, kalau lu kidal pakai tangan kiri gitu aja. Pakai nanya gituan, pakai nanya. Pakai nanya gitu. Dukung siapa? Prabowo Gibran. Gue nyoblos tuh sengaja guys. Gue nyoblos kayaknya gue coblos yang kalah aja gitu. Jadi gue pity vote gitu. Kasihan kan, yang penting ikut gitu. Gue coblos, menang. Kaget gue. Coblosnya sengaja, gue coblos yang gue kira bakal kalah, menang ternyata. For second main Yoru. Ya maaf Split soalnya. Kalau golongan Milemonilo gimana? Itu udah sesatnya double ya. Udah sesat makin sesat lagi. Udah beli mie itu Indomie aja. Udah termurah. Ya relatif lah termurah. Rasa pilihan varian rasa terbanyak. Terus rasanya ya lumayan lah gitu. Meskipun tidak seenak mie-mie yang lain. Cuma ya untuk harga segitu worth it lah Indomie itu. Lotus kok di ban? Soalnya Perek main Lotusnya cupus. Tidak berani lawan. Mana ini nggak mulai-mulai kan lo nonton trio Yaper lama. Mulai guys. Mulai. Tumben kalau udah matchnya seru trio Yaper ngomongnya bentar ya. Kalau matchnya seru gitu, Perek T1 langsung analisnya, guys ini matchnya cepet-cepet mulai, kasihan yang nontonnya rame soalnya, biar nggak pada pergi.
Sitting pretty far back is Forsaken. Probably looking to set up the TP. Yep, there it goes. And they are getting ready. But T1 on the other hand, spreading
ini
out.
hanya dilepas gini bro.
They're going for anything faster, aggressive. Really, the pressure here could be potentially on Carpe.
Hanya dilepas gini, midnya di push.
Just gonna barely get away with it. PRX was just seeing they would creep out from Ramen. Not gonna happen.
Ini hanya digenjot kalah Perek langsung ini. Cuma T1-nya belum nyadar guys. Lu tahu bang mereka kakak? Ya tahu lah, gue sama Alpin juga kenal, tahu Alpin. Alpin kokonya Forsaken, adiknya Excuret. Sering gue kalahin di kompe, kasihan tuh.
Something T1 and Sewers. They're going to cut their way back over towards A.
I was waiting for you to say it.
The gate crash has expired.
Gak ada inisiator. Ya udah.
Ramen.
Inisiator di map ini yang bagus cuma Sky. Main sofa banyak halangan, banyak tembok, jadi nggak guna reconnya. Main Fate juga sama, banyak tembok, jadi gampang sembunyi dari reconnya. Anjay, terus smoke gitu. Daripada kalian inisiator ability kurang guna, mending duelis.
T1, I mean the triple push out into screens, taking really forward positions here. Trying to intercept the bite. Aware of this.
Lu lihat kan A-nya digenjot kalah langsung Perek, ditinggal soalnya.
Something goes dashing forward out onto the site, looking for the duel there against Carpe, who does manage to get the better of him with the classic. And Forsaken quickly picks up a second kill. Now going to be struck down as X-Ray tries to hold the line, but suddenly it's all on Rossi here.
Kakak Adik kok berantem.
1v1 got the dink into the chest shot, and T1 will walk away with the pistol round win.
Keuntungan nyuruh di split teleportnya. Attackernya enak, teleportnya cepat nge-flank. Defendernya lu rotate instan. Orang lain rotate lari, lu rotate tinggal pencet E. Lihat guys, jangan ditiru guys. Ini adik kakak berantem guys. Satu keluarga loh, tapi masih berantem guys. Gimana ini? Karena nggak ada yang pakai outlaw. Tuh main nggak ada yang pakai outlaw lawan Iko Hal Farmer gitu.
Extra guns, and yep, Saya player with the Marshall finds Forsaken.
Down on a walkabout as that
does
go down.
Farming Iko.
One yet ends something into the ground. One kill traded back, but weapon not able to be safely recovered, so Mindfreak just has to leave it on the ground. By just checking to see if anyone got this lurk forward up over onto ramp. Nothing spotted.
Ini T1 strateginya default 30 detik terakhir maju udah gitu doang. Soalnya mereka tahu Perek mainnya agresif kan. Ya kan default tungguin side mana yang dimajuin, kan maju yang sebelahnya. Gitu aja. Terus nanti ronde 4 Perek timeout nih, lihat nih.
Really get your information in hand before you make your decisions. And this is really nice to see from T1 early. Carpe doing a good job leading them so far. Nobody available for the defense on Paper Rex's side here on the B side.
Kosong, banyak kosong, majuin aja weh.
Wrap around through Ramen. Divide with the
30
sheriff.
seconds left.
Be making his way through mid. Bit of contact.
Mindfreak trying to see if he can get any inkling of damage down here, but now the snake bite very much just going to be stopping him.
Bro, lawan klasik aja takut, men.
His position wisely again stops Mindfreak from being able to get that weapon that had been dropped earlier on.
Tidak mau mengambil resiko. Ya elah pecah lagi palanya.
Taking down Izu, making this a little bit more costly for the side of T1. Currently in a decent spot if side player can upgrade the Marshal. Anything more than that would still be a pretty costly anti-eco for them. So T1 not going on the hunt.
Ada map fracture sama pearl, map favorit. Anda dari sektor sesat mana?
It proved to be mildly difficult. Gonna start drifting around away, and it looks like Divine not going to be swinging out wide enough.
Takut rugi ya sih dia Phantom sih. Udah dia tembakan kan kena tuh, udah pasti lo yang majuin aja lah. Kayak gitu dari tadi.
Mild distraction as side player dashes across, and Carpe will
Dari tadi gitu cuy. Lawan klasik doang padahal.
2-0 start as we get ready to go into the bonus.
So far, so good for this T1 squad. Now, you do have to anticipate that for Paper Rex, you know, with triple duelist, that the attacker side is where they're going to be looking to do most of their damage. That is nasty, Carpe.
Anda X-Kuret tidak jongkok di situ, nggak kena headshot, dia bisa bunuh 3 guys. Kebiasaan dari CS kayaknya ke bawah loh. Di CS kalian nge-spray selalu jongkok soalnya.
Big piece of weaponry going to be available. Something thinking about a bit of a mid peek. It's another 3-man stack here to play for the orb. Be able to feed it over to Monyet, get him closer to that showstopper. There's a lot of T1 waiting. Again, they're expecting aggression. You got to imagine with
Ya
this
sih itu T1 beneran cuy main default aja. Kontranya PRX kalian main defaultnya, PRX kan ngeraster defendernya. Cari tahu dia ngerasa kemana, majuin yang sebelahnya udah menang.
I really like the patience. I really like the discipline we're seeing. This early operator could be very, very challenging for Paper X to deal with.
Trailblazer once again. For to scout out through fence, swinging on the operator, and
cepet kali nih orang. Udah kayak pakai monitor 540 aja.
Right back up to 100. Kill taken here for the side of T1 as they look to convert the bonus. Isu swinging into the corner, and not yet. Yeah, just getting dinked right through the wall. Mindfreak still taking forward spot.
Terculik.
Drag that spray across. He gets taken down, and things looking very dire.
Ronde 4 timeout PRX ini.
Have to call for the save already.
30 seconds left.
It's starting to feel a little bit like the start we saw from Paper Rex against Gen G, where it was a little bit slow, a little bit off. Doesn't seem like the pace and the feeling of the normal Paper Rex style, the W gaming style, is quite there yet.
Udah ada, ya timeout dulu ini, coachnya mau gebrak meja dulu. Bentar lagi ada coach marah-marah nih guys. Mereka ini apa ngerasnya tuh sendiri. Terus mau trade kill datang ya malah ikutan mati juga.
Maybe too far outside of the box as far as where Paper X would be positioned.
It's that pistol round back in his mind. He's like, they did this last time. They came all the way through spawn.
Ping coming down, checking around, nothing noted here. In the end, will be Divine and Forsaken holding onto their weapons.
Nge-save-nya half armor BTW.
3-1 nice and early.
Nge-save-nya half armor, anggap aja nggak pakai armor itu.
That might be the intervention coming through here from Alex.
Yeah, and it's just a good hold.
Ini timeout nih, ronde 4 timeout lihat. Peramal masa depan gue.
Able to outduel Ilya. And then I like this move by Mindfreak. He gets ahead of the Sky Flash, expecting it to come.
I told you man, ronde 4 timeout sudah aku bilang. Peramal masa depan guys. Mau spetnya something apaan itu? Luar. Ini mau spet apaan guys? Wibu gini. Orangnya pakai artisan semua soalnya. Orang dalam di spoiler. Mana ada di spoiler? Gue tuh meramal masa depan guys. Gue tuh udah kayak dukun. UKM. Oh UKM. UKM bukannya brandnya doang yang bikin mousepadnya, sebenarnya bukan UKM. Kayak keyboardnya juga, keyboardnya UKM tuh sebenarnya Polar
It's gonna work
65.
out, though.
The tough part here for
Cuma di
Paper X,
rebrand doang lebih mahal jadinya.
I
Mending beli
hear you.
Polar 65 kalau.
I think the tough part here for Paper X on their defender side of it is, of
Mungkin
course,
ada yang
lack
mau
of ability
split.
to get information as
Soalnya
well.
tahu ini
They
mau
don't
split
have a
tuh
lot of util.
musuhnya nggak bisa
Gonna go
mainin
out
split,
and get
jadi
you much
pilih split
info,
aja.
Sort of forsaken on the Yoru, and that's about it. So otherwise you have to rely on contact. You have to play
Ya
off of that.
PRX kalah
T1
ronde
has done a
ini
masterful job so
miskin
far,
parah sih.
not
Harus
giving
Iko
up a lot of information, not
Iko
giving up
2
any
ronde
free
minimal
kills.
nggak bisa full armor full
Things
utility.
been really disciplined from them, as we've come to kind of expect with this new iteration of T1.
Nggak
ever
bisa
since the
beli di
ABL,
Indo.
they've felt really
Ya
stable,
udah
really
pakai
solid. And you're seeing it
Zoe
once again
GSR
here
aja
today.
bro, sama persis.
The setup
GSR SE atau enggak GSR Rogue
for the bait here.
sama persis surface itu.
Grab the orb, send out those stinger shots from Mind Freak after the orb is taken, making them think, okay,
Ikut
this is
mentalis
just
ngeramal.
me here, the
Ya
raise.
nih ngeramal nih.
Holding a stinger, definitely not
PRX
around the
kalah
corner.
ronde ini,
Yeah.
terus ronde depan Iko, terus ronde depannya Iko lagi nggak bisa full armor full utility.
Okay. Second just swinging in, finds one. And yep,
Terculik
even
gitu, bro.
identifying what weapons around the corner, you can see T1, they don't want to try to play into it.
Habis itu langsung ke B tuh, makanya main nyuruh enaknya gitu guys. Kalian habis culik langsung rotate langsung nyampe B.
Can use that to scout and guarantee that there's still some presence outside of the garage. Rossi not quite catching that something had been positioned there in mid, so he gets drifted back over into mail towards safety as the smoke comes down.
30 seconds.
T1 ini defaultnya udah mulai kebaca kayak defaultnya belakang banget ya udah. Bisa agak dimajuin gitu.
And now we know where he's positioned. There's the jump forward, a couple shots going in. Izu, I think it might have been mid-air actually. Takes out Montiel, but Forsaken.
Repaynya sengaja dulu di awal-awal itu. Di awal-awal sengaja nggak dikenain biar bisa
and you're
dua
seeing some
spray
good
down gitu.
adjustments here where Paper X spreading the map a little bit, having Forsaken with that gate crash all the way on the other side of the map, able to come over and help Monyet. His whole play there is I'm going to make
Nggak jadi
contact with
rugi,
somebody
PRX
on the
menang,
other
guys.
side, on A side here. He got the kill, and then he TPs right over to help Monyet out to set up this angle. You know, allow the bucket.
Itu tembakannya sengaja nggak kena
hold the
guys.
corner, and he can hold
Sengaja
along
tidak
the side.
dikenain biar
Does a
dua
great job with
berjajar.
it. Now he's got a dimensional drift.
So nggak bener prediksinya.
Once again,
Siapa prediksi? Itu prediksi lu nggak bisa prediksi cukup.
potentially from Izu, maybe just gaining space initially.
Fast jump across. There's the flash, turns away from that one. Izu, surprisingly, both managing to take down Forsaken.
Dapat
Something
2
now
kill,
shows
gimana
up.
caranya itu?
Play. Looking for a target. Everybody evacuating from the site. Defy actually slipping the net.
Spike
Manages
down
to slink
A.
right past Executor, who's still over at main. And Monyet will finish him off. Now his own showstopper at the ready. Spots Izu for a moment.
Dapat 3 kill, gimana caranya
No
itu?
further mobility, no escape. Monyet very much arrives in the round. And Rossi now has his work cut out for him. Low HP bars, however, so certainly is still possible for him to try to get this clutch.
Ini apa sih tadi observer nggak nunjukin yang ke-kill siapa, yang di-kill siapa nggak ditunjukin sih, malah nunjukin tembok sumpah observernya.
So far this year. Really disciplined. And plenty of time to work with on the clock. Still has 47 seconds, so that's more than enough for him to try to wait for Paper X to get over patient.
Ini Rossi bukannya pembalap ya? Kenapa main di sini?
Paper X sometimes not known for their, you know, their reservedness.
Doa ibu, ya. Semua pemain di sini doain ibunya menang, jadi siapa yang bakal menang guys?
Not even on the spike.
Ini aduh siapa yang doanya lebih kuat, yang lebih diterima doanya.
Every single angle, every corner to check. He plays with just as much ambiguity here.
Wih ada maling, wih maling jemuran itu. Maling jemuran diambil.
He might have just barely enough time.
Rosa yang pembalap, itu penyanyi.
And it's gonna be
No
so
time.
close, but I think he just missed it.
Wih ada dong, 0,01 itu.
By a fraction of a second. Now takes this forward spot again. HP bars here on the players of Paper X. So very low. First contact there. Monyet take it down to Vi now. Looking to push the corner. Rossi turning away from it.
Permainan colong-colongan. Iya dicolong balik tuh.
Will just manage to spot him out. 30 HP to keep Paper X afloat.
It's a brilliant attempt by Rossi. I mean, well done.
I really didn't think he had it.
Apa ini pada belinya Phantom ya?
Short maybe. He got ahead of it by fractions of a
Soalnya
second.
perangnya deket-deket lebih mentingin fire rate.
Able to catch him off guard as well. Still had a couple snake fights there
Kirain epic clutch. Ya ini Rossi mending balapan aja dah.
after he got the first kill, but Monyet so tricky to deal with. And I like the change of pace from T1 this time. They say, okay, you guys are playing a little bit slower. You're playing for information.
Timeout dulu.
He did hit it. He's right.
Increasingly more lax these days.
Timeout dulu guys. Turnamen luar negeri. Iyalah di Indo mana bisa nge-hold turnamen kayak gini, di Korea aja technical timeout lama.
10.000 dari Mitia. Pesan, Bang lu adeknya Bang Zawin stand up komedian kah mirip?
Itu siapa? Gue aja nggak tahu. Stand up komedian yang gue tahu cuma Raditya Dika. Itu pun gue nggak pernah nonton dia stand up komedi dulu. T1 temponya lambat. Emang disuruh coachnya, woi kalian di potnya dulu lawannya Perang soalnya gitu. Udah. Kalau timeout mereka muter lagu copyright, jadi gue mute dulu.
Timeout called. T1 for now still here with this lead, but does it last? Two stingers coming into this one. They do have a pit, so they get themselves on.
Waden namanya Monkey. Enggak, itu monyet. Kalian tahu monyet guys? Itu monyet tuh binatang guys yang mirip kayak manusia.
Wow. He hit him.
Oh, that is.
Wih kenal, satu 51 sih kena kaki itu. Wah.
What a turn! Managing to find one, turns back, takes down Forsaken as soon as Carpet gets dropped. Now he's out on top.
Ini observer nunjukin apa sih?
And he manages to get divine.
Observernya liatin apa? Nggak ada kill yang ditunjukin sama observernya.
This looked like it was going to be a couple shorty kills for sure for Paper Rex. And instead they're able to turn it on
Pencet
their
M
heads.
auto mute. Nggak bisa gue buka 2 tab soalnya. Kalau gue pencet M yang commit yang tab sebelah doang.
He's had some
Sama aja,
really
mending gue
great
klik
maps.
manual.
Getting to see him on the Rays now. Really exciting stuff from him. He's hungry on at that range. Oh,
Sampai dapet deh ini.
Okay, wants to jump across, grab the
Oh enggak, nge-save OP.
Okay. Not for the sake of fighting, is that the weapon that you want, but for the sake
Tadi
of
sampai
saving,
dapet
absolutely.
X-Curate. Ya elah rugi
Prize
dong.
does get collected
Gak
here.
bisa beli next round.
Yeah, just gonna be holding on to this one for dear life. To pass it back over to something, see if he can find some value going into the next round, because it seems like timeout call, very good. Izu performance, astounding in the round, frankly. And T1, they will now move up 4-2.
Well, I gotta say, I think one thing that's really encouraging for the side of T1 is you're able to
Cara
react
jadi
to
orang
these
tersabar di dunia
crazy plays
pakai
that
indie home itu
Rex really
kesabarannya
do.
diadu.
Oh my God, what?
That's
Nah tadi
illegal.
observernya harus nunjukin itu.
Oh my.
Observernya terus tadi nunjukin itu, bukan nanti di replay dulu.
Well, they're showing that they can hang in terms of mechanical ability with Paper Rex, that's for sure. Goodness.
God, go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh,
Something masih 1 kill nih, belum bangun, masih ketiduran.
my jaw is on the ground. That is just insanity. I mean, but that's, Izu said it in one of his interviews that he wants to be known as the faker of Valorant for Korea.
Itu yang nembak hero-nya sendiri bro. Dia nembak clone-nya sendiri. Wih. Dibaca sama dia. Pergerakan Perex terbaca kayak buku Laskar Pelangi.
Otherwise would be in a decent posted position. He dodges down the boom bot. But now it's going to be the pit, the cosmic divide. The kitchen sink just chucked in here. T1 want to get this win. Side player.
Oh, Perex 2 kill sekarang guys. Apakah bisa 3 kill ronde ini?
Still wary about that potential lurk. Back out around main, but as we know, everybody is stacked up right now inside of this pit. Push up the corner, Izu finding one. They know that something's going to be here as well. Izu's able to flush him out. Now it's all down to Mind Freak. Vulnerable's there. He finds them both. Now brings it into a 1v1, but he has to try to flush Rossi out of this pit.
So it's the paranoia.
Ayo Rossi, ngebut Rossi. Gaspol.
The tap on. The decay. He's got a back.
Kelihatan bro, nggak ada nepis bro.
He just has no real great tools to try to find this one. The retap again. There's the spray. And it's a quick adjustment. Rossi able to take him down.
Rossinya balapan cuy.
On their merry way now 5-2.
Some great reactions here from T1. Obviously, Saya able to punish the aggression of Paper Rex outside of A main.
Tadi tuh yang nge-push Emin
He's our own operator.
ditindas, bener ini saya playernya pemain Overwatch dasar.
Just again, sort of understanding
Pemain Overwatch bisa nge-aim loh,
Paper
baru
Rex
tahu
wants to
gue.
play some of these rounds, or they want to get aggressive, they want to catch you while you're trying to set up for your executes.
Karena main Overwatch itu kagak pakai aim cuy, nggak pakai aim main Overwatch itu.
Saya with a blade storm, Viper's pit. Bladestorm as well for something. Pick comes down into mid. So now you're going to have to really rely on Mindfreak and something to control
Kalau sendiri saya
edges
tembak
of this
Yoru
map.
bisa.
Keep T1 from getting any easy hits onto the site. Mindfreak though, just with a stinger.
So there's one-way setup. Oh, they're looking for the stun here as well.
Yep.
Sedot WC itu.
Get out to safety. Trailblazer expiring before it rounds the corner and spots them both.
Thumbnailnya gitu amat, nggak apa-apa, bagus thumbnailnya. Sama orang Riot dibilangin, Kak itu thumbnailnya bagus waktu Watchparty. Oh ya, besok ada giveaway guys, special grand final dari Riotnya langsung. Kalian nonton stream gua. Nanti gua giveaway ada gun body, ada player card khusus VCT Pacific gratis guys. Gak usah bayar apa-apa deh gua mah. Giveaway guys, besok tapi sekarang belum boleh. Khusus grand final katanya. Yang mau besok nonton aja grand finalnya.
Now pulled out as side player wants to go for the entry, drops down into the cubby. Carbine in the meantime, clutching for Forsaken out of the sight. Forsaken, something rather, is only going to be good for one.
Something ini kurang panas.
The last two standing, and even though they just have these
Syaratnya apa? Nonton doang.
Recover a weapon and then go for the save. As Rossi snaps on to take him down.
Kalah senjata gitu, udah kena kepala.
6-6 and 1, Rossi on the jiggle peak, able to spot him out. Mindfreak just wanting to try to isolate somebody, get a kill, find something additional here, but Saya player with the op shot will make it a team ace, and T1 will make it up to 6.
Kalian giveaway mos. Gak ada, mosnya gue pakai sekarang nih.
Paper Rex is trying to buy a little bit of extra time to get the reinforcements there, but Izu so ready for it.
Baginya gimana? Udah besok kayak nonton. Besok nonton grand final dan ntar gue giveaway. Timeout lagi. Timeoutnya terus. Abang suka SpongeBob? Enggak. Oh itu something mainnya cupu gara-gara mousepadnya kebalik guys. Lihat nih mousepadnya nih. Mana bro tadi bro? Nah ini lihat mousepadnya kebalik bro. Harusnya kepalanya di atas, ini mousepadnya kebalik, makanya ente mainnya cupu. Mousepadnya terbalik gitu, upside down kata orang. Nah udah. Professional audio engineer.
Well, now you've
Paper X want to be the ones who are dictating the pace of this game. Right now, they are not.
No, exactly. And one thing that's really impressive with T1 that I want to touch on quick is the flexibility that Izu gives this team.
Mousepadnya coba pakai mousepad peta dunia bro, itu bagus, mousepad legend, terlaris di seluruh e-commerce, mousepad peta dunia.
Really impactful for T1. You can see just why they were so high on this pickup coming out of the off season.
It's another big changeup though. Haven't really gone for that many full sends here onto the B side. Now looking for it as okay, the TP
langsung kabur gitu. Tidak ada yang nge-holdside bro, ditinggalin deh langsung. Tapi gak masuk, T1 ini apa bro? Tidak niat masuknya bro. PRX sudah mundur, T1 tidak niat masuk tapi.
Rossi looks to get some space. Maybe the dash here, but the dimensional drift, as you mentioned, does come into play. Execute now going to be taken down. That's going to be the spike. Spotted. Forsaken just chasing in. Getting that operator out of side player's hands.
Lu kasihan amat.
Going to be working here for the side of PRX. There's still a long way to go to try to run this back, given that they're starting on the defending side.
There's a great little bait and switch there between Mindfreak and Monyet. Able to get out. Rossi?
Does a lot
of damage, gets the kill.
Takes him down. I mean, any kills they find. The cash right now here for Paper X is not a good spot. So as much as they would love to just end the round right now, take that weapon out of Rossi's hands, try to deal some additional economic damage.
Gak usah nge-save Rossi, ayo maju aja balapan. Masih banyak duit, Texel masih bisa beli.
The predator seeking prey.
10 seconds left.
Ya.
Forsaken with a big round does pick up 3 kills to get Paper X 3 rounds. See if that momentum can continue, because so far it's only been 2 rounds consecutively that they got prior to this.
Harus timeout baru menang. Harus coachnya gebrak meja dulu. Ini maju B-nya apa sih, gak niat banget.
Takes advantage of that confusion, and then it's a great 1-2 combo from Forsaken and Mindfreak with the fake out.
Misal tadi maju B, catanya disedot jadi gak ada yang bisa maju. Satu orang coverin heaven, ngeplan udah bro.
Get Forsaken his ultimate, allow him to find the rest of the players that are on this B site, isolate Saya player, take him down. Really nice.
Udah controller 2, yang kepake cuma setengah bro. Utility-nya kepake cuma setengah.
Setup that we've been seeing. Trailblazers check over defense. Only clear out 1, and now a gate crash back over towards screens here for Forsaken.
No skip iklan, nggak usah, gue pengen memiskinkan diri. Iklannya nggak usah ditonton guys, pakai adblock aja nggak apa-apa guys.
Yeah, letting loose the gate crash on his way over for sure. Gotta make sure that he has the ability to flex between the 2 sites.
Saya player, slow creep up, poison orb for now, denying.
Info diterima katanya.
Called back. Saya continuing to advance.
Operator entry bro, beneran, sumpah operator entry.
The jiggle peek into the gate crash. Oh, Forsaken, you just absolute lunatic.
Operator entry dah.
However, gonna get caught. Side player finding the opening kill. Backside here from Mindfreak, catches the full flash. Sends out the paranoia. TP's forward on towards sight. The swing coming in though, and he's still trying to get the smokes down, but Carpe managing to hound him down around the corner. Finds the elimination. And again, the investment. They have the cash to buy another operator, but might need the
Saya player nih fearless mainnya bener. Pakai operator garis depan. Lalu ada iklan nggak? Belum ada, gue YouTuber kecil guys. Belum kebuka monetisasi gue.
With that information jump gate crash there, kind of sets up Monyet, but Monyet can't convert. Saya player's ready for it. Great mental preparedness from T1 so far today for these really aggressive
Omongnya doa bang, hati-hati, nggak apa-apa. Miskin itu pilihan, aku memilih untuk miskin gitu.
We saw it a bit in the previous round. Work for Paper X this time around. T1 ready for it. By the time Forsaken gets back over to the site, it's already fallen apart and he has no more utility left. So makes things pretty easy here for T1.
Wah, akun di HP kena iklan. Itu HP-mu aja mereknya Xiaomi jadi banyak iklannya. Apaan, buka file manager ada iklan dulu.
Yeah, that should be the spot. Given that you're bringing that triple duelist, having the aggression.
Subreaker baru, oh ya sama aku juga YouTuber baru.
On paper, it makes sense. But right now, in execution,
nice.
On the defending side.
Why are you the one making dad jokes today?
Wasn't even intentional.
37 gini bro.
You leaned into the paper quite a bit there. So.
My brain was slow and I couldn't think of an alternative. So
ngeri gitu, ngeri apa nih? Oh dibalas cuy, something pakai operator di depan, sudah kesal dia tidak dapat kill dari tadi.
Full collection of T1 right outside of A main.
Look at how much information and space Paper X has. Finally, these push-outs starting to gain a little bit more value. This is how they have to work the map.
Info diterima katanya.
Forsaken expecting pressure on the back of that. A lot of times the Trailblazer is going to be something that's going to lead the way.
Kalau mobil Xiaomi kira-kira ada iklannya? Nggak akan masuk Indo, nggak ada yang berani impor.
We know that Paper X has been setting up for these bait and switches. Let's take a little bit more time here before we go.
Shopee-nya Xiaomi udah balik belum guys atau masih ke Bennett? Bisa-bisanya Shopee loh, toko Shopee brand segede gitu ke Bennett, gimana ceritanya?
Pretty decent idea that this is going to be A. I mean, you've had no contact A or B, or I mean, excuse me, mid or B.
Dukung yang mana? Pendukung Perang banyak yang marah. Masih map 1 bro, masih ada 2 map lagi.
Oh well, that fell off. Okay, that's going to be the go button here for the side of T1 is Divine.
Strategi T1 dan 30 detik terakhir kita maju guys. Udah gitu doang. Oh, apa dipangkas T1 sekarang.
Still hanging in there. They get themselves up to
Last
4. And like you
round
said,
before the switch.
7 and 5 wouldn't be a bad half for them considering how dominant and widely has been for T1.
Yeah, no. I
Banyak
think
yang nggak bayar
7-5,
pay letter.
you're actually pretty happy with this scoreline.
Pay letter kan urusan Shopee.
It looked like it
Yang
could
pakai
really
pay letter
sideways
tuh
from
orang-orang
this
bodoh
round.
doang cuy.
Divide
Ente kalau mau beli sesuatu ada duitnya dulu baru lu beli. Jangan lu nggak ada duitnya lu terus beli pakai pay letter namanya bodoh sumpah.
You know, when Paper Rex seems to need a spark of energy, when they need somebody to stabilize for them, it's often
Semua
Divide.
bisnis yang menguntungkan adalah bisnis yang memanfaatkan kebodohan. Ya. Contohnya rokok memanfaatkan kebodohan makanya bisa untung gede. Pinjol, pay letter memanfaatkan kebodohan manusia makanya bisa untung gede.
Can't afford to do it. Another kill this early into the round would just be catastrophic for them. Early clear on that Trailblazer, but still concerned that it might have spotted out Mind Freak's forward position. He'll be pulling back.
Pakai pay letter, nggak usah.
Smoke to try and dissuade any
Nggak usah pakai pay letter.
Paper Rex reading this pretty well. They're expecting this be hit. The pings came down, the smoke came through, and they're going to use that to try to just get up close and personal.
The Jets so close to each other without really knowing it. Meanwhile, back over at B.
Pakai pay letter udah ada duit dan kalau lagi promo. Ya gara-gara banyak promo doang kan, tapi yang pakai pay letter buat beli sesuatu meskipun dia nggak punya duit ya itu bodoh.
He's calling that the rotation happened. He's trying to drag the team over towards A site, and they're going to do just that.
Yeah, this is really good communications here for the side of T1, recognizing that the other side of the map.
T1 attacker udah capek, mereka nunggunya lama gitu, udah capek guys. Kesabarannya sudah habis.
30 seconds
Paper
left.
Rex relatively aware of this. Divide's already over here.
And now something he's got to push out even further because those nebulas start spawning at his speed. He wraps around, but Divide gets himself up and towards heaven. Drops down, spots Rossi for a brief little moment. Straight pushing forward and still managing to find the headshot. The jiggle out, just trying to get the timing, trying to get that headshot lined up. Speaking of timing, T1 running out of it.
10 seconds
Finding one,
left.
a tap.
Minimal lawan operator double pick.
And he nearly gets the
Ya, masih dapet.
180 mid-air to take him down, but Rossi plants his feet, shuts him out, and it's going to be 8 and 4.
Tadi lawan operatornya di bait cuy, temannya di bait, kasihan banget. Oke, Peter gak ada duit udah cerita aja. Ya banyak bro. Kayak mau beli sesuatu, ngecek rekening, duitnya belum ada, nunggu gajian kali ya. Ya udah dia pay letter dulu. Waktu gajian duit gajinya habis buat bayar apa gitu, buat bayar kosan, buat bayar listrik, bayar internet. Jadi nggak bisa bayar pay letternya, kena denda. Terus nanti komplain di Facebook. Ini pay letter ini iblis bener apa-apaan, hapuskan pay letter, sendirinya nggak bisa bayar padahal. Bakal comeback. Nggak tahu. T1 setupnya setup defender sih, udah dual controller gitu. VCT di mana? Ngawi. Bro, ente tulis apa bro? Nggak ada yang bisa baca bro. Nggak ada yang ngerti bahasanya. Lihat setupnya ada Viper, ada Astra. Ini PRX maju disedot WC bro.
They were fired up outside earlier before the event. They were loud. I mean, you could hear them.
They were lined up
hours.
I think 3 hours before I left my house.
Yeah. I saw Jake Shin posting pictures. The line was long.
I was like, damn, everybody's already there to the venue. I'm rolling out of bed right now. I'm about to
Kurang amat penalarannya. Iya.
Love to see it.
Bukannya di Blitar enggak.
First pistol round went the way of T1.
Ya, lihat tim mereka maju langsung kena sedot WC.
Flash over the top. Carpe.
Oh, majunya kayak Evan langsung tahu guys, di depan ada bintang Astra guys.
Set up just alongside that screen's entry. Forsaken winning the opening fight.
Ya nggak ada yang lewat main situ, pinter mereka. Saya tahu bakal kena sedot WC. Alex belum gebrak meja, nggak apa-apa, nggak butuh gebrak meja. 3 orang lewat god gini apa-apaan.
Able to take him down. The 4v4. Forsaken, however, just shooting through, finds one, but Zaya player comes in from behind, manages to get the catch. Something a little be able to take down Excrete as well.
3 orang lewat
Just
got
now
bro,
Rossi
apa-apa aja nggak di backup ini.
anything done. Time dwindling, look for the snappy headshot. Eventually does manage to
Ya,
stay
pakai
alive,
Rossi
but not
balapan.
yet. But still a lot more work to be dealt or to be done.
Ya.
Doesn't have the time to do so. Something will
Rossinya
see
tidak
another
balapan,
kill
guys.
here in the round as Paper Rex tie up the pistol round win. They pick up their 5th overall.
Yeah, some really interesting decision making here from both teams. Paper Rex gets hit by the guiding light early and just decides to
T1
just keep kind of
defendernya
five-manning
agak
it slowly. It isn't really anything
mencengangkan
fancy
ya,
here. They aren't
apa-apa
using
itu 3
the jet
orang
utility, they aren't
majuin
using
got.
blast packs initially to get onto
Mati
the site.
semua lagi.
And then Forsaken finds that opener, and they can just kind of stroll in because it got left open. The guiding light ping doesn't send any reinforcements over from T1. You're not exactly sure in that moment. Is it just one
Oh,
player?
ini
Is it
full
just
perang nih,
you have
gempuran
no
5
idea.
lawan 5.
That is all 5 of Paper X that are there, and they're going to try it again.
They are. Oh, Isu going to be spotted ninth and early. Time players right out on ramp going to be taken down. And
Udah
it's
beres
about to
rondenya.
get this explosion of death. Everyone's dead in the blink
Nggak ada
of an
10
eye.
detik udah beres rondenya.
Paper X win the round.
5 lawan 5.
That's a Paper X round, right
All right,
there.
let's roll the replay.
Please?
Itu di mana ada kekacauan di situ ada Perex ya.
They had the right stack read.
I think Mind Freak TP's in here. Oh, they just walk out in front of him. Yeah.
And there's 3.
Okay, they just walked out into it.
Eko Cobra itu,
That's
Eko
the other
Cobra.
thing with this comp, you got to remember. Not only do you have
Di mana ada
jet dashes,
kekacauan, di situ
blast
ada
packs,
Perex,
gate
katanya
crashes,
gitu.
Forsaken, you have the TP with Mind Freak as well. They're going to be all over the place. It is going to be so hard potentially to keep track of them.
Oh, karena bintangnya ternyata di Heaven.
Not going to be contested.
Lah.
Oh, he's ready for it.
Yeah, just rushes up. Does take a little bit of spam damage there from Monyet, but overall, could be worse for wear. A little bit more through the box. Moombot going forward. It's going to get cleared out to get rid of the gate crash as well. Paper Rex, I mean, they're in a forward committed position now. I don't really think they can try to back out of this one. but they
Berjajar
don't
gitu
need
bro,
to.
matinya bro. Di absen gitu.
Forsaken just barrels through them. 3 quick kills into the mask, into the dimensional drift, looking for the rest of them. He's on for it, haste, but I don't know if Rossi and Carpe are going to even be able to try to
T1 matinya sengaja ini.
push forward. Carpe is able to find
3 orang mati sengaja biar dramatis gitu.
Player standing.
The 1v2. See if Rossi can work.
Last
this
game
magic.
always Rossi man. Baiter.
Just bananas what Forsaken can get away with. They just kind of walk and line up for it. They're trying to peek together to try to shut down that push. It's the right idea, it's just the wrong angle.
Flopped in. Rossi trying to get in there before it can bloom, and just can't quite get that crosshair trained on
Bandu.
Mind Freak. So he manages to stand his ground. Swapping around the weapons here. Paper Rex suddenly 3 rounds consecutively converting a bonus like
Rossi
T1 did
last
before
player.
them.
Baiter cuy, tiap kali last player selalu si Rossi. Ini apa-apaan men, baiter banget men.
I mean,
Remaining.
again, you can see that at the beginning of the round there is some awareness of this pacey, W key gaming style that Paper X is going to play. Izu has been really good in these moments at handling some of the initial pressure, but it's just that one kind of missed timing there from T1.
Skinnya
Stars
bagus
aligned
ya.
for Forsaken, and we've already seen it once in this map. Now he's done it again. He's given the opportunity to get multi-kills off of just a
Perex,
crouch spray.
kita ke A sampai gagal guys. Kita dari tadi belum
All
gagal.
gonna be
Jadi
made
ke
as
A aja
Rossi says,
terus.
Guys, I need some assistance. Backs away.
Yeah.
Screens there for a moment. Wants to try to get a catch on it.
Ya apakah Rossi tidak last player standing
Rex
lagi?
not really get a bite on that one. Instead, we'll just full corral into the site. And just given T1's rotations through sewer consistently in this map thus far,
Lalu dukung
I
siapa?
suspect that they're going to be very
Prabowo
well aware of this.
Gibran.
So Forsaken for now, just going to be posted up on that line. Ready to try to intercept anybody. As the creep up comes through. There's the first
Wih.
Carpe. Wow. The headshot managing to find one. Excrete puts that Guardian to use.
Picknya gitu bro, hebat pakai sheriff loh.
Still though, 3 players alive. Rossi finding Mind Freak, and things are starting
Kalah
to go around
senjata
against
adalah
Paper Rex.
bukan
Double
masalah.
flash in towards something, trying to stop it. The paint shells as well thrown, but they're just so low. He cleans them up, and Devi gets Rossi at the same time. Bloody, a hell of a lot closer than we might have anticipated given the thrifty attempt, but it is Paper
Ini
Rex
4
winning
duelis,
the
enggak ini
round.
5 duelis
Now
nih.
tying it at 8-8.
Yeah, I mean, Paper
Oh,
Rex
kebe
is
sekarang.
anticipating this, and T1 still almost makes it happen just off their gunplay. Carpe is so good with those sheriffs. That is one of his calling cards for sure, is his ability to utilize those one-tap weapons to great effect. He's been tremendous, and
Trying to jazz him up.
yeah, they're getting there.
T1 defendernya gak kocak ya dari tadi jebolnya terus.
Count paper X out. Slow starts don't mean a darn thing to their
Ini
mentality.
settingan dia di rumah sudah
Just
dibicarakan.
look at this though, the conditioning, they go over to the A side consistently, and now they just shift it up, go to B. X-Straight, however, looking forward, not taking the bait on that fake out. Now decides to strike, managing to find two, can't get the transfer over to the third.
Intinya adalah sabar guys, kalian sabar dapat 2 guys. Tapi tetap saja jadi 2v3 sekarang.
Operator invested into this round. T1, do they even try to go for this? It's like, oh, they certainly do now. Showstopper, however, from Monyet.
Hey, fire in the hole, menakutkan.
Down the stairs. He's holding it for the moment.
Ada amplop coklat nggak? Enggak, ini cuma satu perbicaraan di meja makan doang udah. Kan sekeluarga.
Back over towards garage. Saya player catching a pixel out of position there. Rossi finding the other. Now it's Saya versus Monyet. The lob in on the paint shells to zone him out. He's swinging around the backhand side. Saya player not ready for this one at all.
Lo ngeliatin apa bang?
Pick up the 3K to close out the round and give Paper Rex the lead.
Great bait and switch there from Monyet. Really nice stuff here from Paper Rex. This time, finally, we're seeing one of those explosive, utilizing those maneuverability plays that you were kind of anticipating with this triple duelist comp. And it's Divai on the lurk that catches the big kill onto Izu to keep his raise from having any impact on that round.
T1 defendernya kocak bro. Nge-hold side-nya tuh satu orang doang diandelin gitu, sisanya retake doang. Satu orang dikorbanin, sisanya retake-nya mati semua, kalah langsung. Cuman nih, Anda sudah punya Astra, punya sedotan. Side-nya dimajuin, disedot, Anda sedot, bunuhin semua. Cara keluar silver gimana? Turunin aja ke bronze. Dari tadi sedot WC-nya Astra tidak ada yang kena bro. Atau bahkan tidak dipakai sama sekali. Belum pernah gue lihat sedotan Astra di match ini. Cuma smoke doang. Kalau mau nge-smoke doang, mending main Omen bro.
Is a Paper Rex and actually trying to outgunplay them, and few teams can make that happen. Now you do have some really good ults here for T1 to maybe go for those contact plays and find success.
Sedotan itu apa? Yang buat minum, bentuknya itu kayak silinder panjang, biasanya ujungnya harus ditekuk, itu buat minum air biasanya.
Have a similar effect as Saya player will have the knives. Showstopper is there for Izu as well. Now just going to be popping these, but not looking for the jump, not looking for a big, 4 or 5 man stack push from T1. Everybody just fanned out across the map, playing this one out very patiently.
Man, look how deep this star is.
There's a jump in.
Oh my god.
The timing of the flash, absolutely gorgeous. X-Straight still able to find Monyet, but Forsaken takes out
Tuh,
Carpe.
tidak disedot, men, saat maju tidak disedot.
Enemy Astra. Side player now swinging around from behind.
So, di smoke doang dibablasin sama Perek. Kalau disedot kan masih nyangkut tuh, tinggal ditembakin. Ini nggak disedot, di smoke doang.
Ghost is Saya player. He's expecting somebody to play right around this corner.
In the meantime, Divai getting ready around the corner up towards Mail. Rossi is looking for it. It's point blank range. So that stinger can find value, and it does. Izu also able to find something. There's the showstopper. Doesn't go deep enough. He could have had them both. Izu, that could end up costing him the round because he's not able to find the headshot there with the Guardian.
Itu ultnya bagus.
Finds Forsaken. Pushing in, knew that they're both in back.
Ya, Rosnya tidak balapan bro. Ya apa lagi ada bocil rasis, bro, ente nggak jelas bro.
If he's able to adjust that showstopper a little bit more, that would have been the round done and dusted.
I mean, just unreal timing from Forsaken on that gate crash to get out of the way of this showstopper. He knew it was coming, and he set that up as a bait. I mean, he's just so brilliant on Yoru. He's just absolutely one of the best in the world.
Come on,
Oh boy.
I love this, that we get to listen to the Paper X comms in between rounds.
Ini Rossi Vipernya better beneran.
That's true. You gotta taunt the older brother, no doubt about it.
I mean, we've seen the success of the brothers over in EMEA as well.
True.
And now they're on opposing sides. It's Forsaken spotting him out. Paint shell's coming down. He's trying to jump out, but a little too aggressive. Rossi ready for that one. Something does manage to find the kill, however. Picking him down now, looking to entry down onto the side as the flashes come flying. Carpe around the box eventually does fall. It's actually Monyet coming up with the kill. And at the end of it all, 2 for 1.
Berjajar deh. Berjajar 2 enggak.
Tries to readjust the spray. Izu managing to stay alive, and oh boy, Whiffy is all help from something. Trying to get the catch. Brings us now into a 2v2. Saya player, however, still holds on to that operator. Mind Freak, he's in the garage, doesn't spot anything. Izu makes his presence known here, up in heaven.
Clearing right underneath sight.
He's trying to clear out this box, but
Yeah.
Paint Shell's kind of
They were a
missing out
little
on that
short.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Itu fitur terlama ini.
But not looking for it.
Saya
Walks right
player
into
tuh
the
tadi
crosshair.
liatin pilar, suka banget sama pilar ini.
Izu. Swinging back around, Mind Freak in heaven. There with the crossfire, and so far, that second half round win continues to elude T1. 7 consecutively now.
Cuy.
As Paper X get themselves up to 11.
Defendernya lemah syahwat gini, berkala 7 ronde berturut-turut
On this
gitu.
attacker side for Paper Rex.
T1 defendernya
No
lemah
slowing down
syahwat
here. You know,
beneran.
tough position for Izu, trying to guess where Monyet is hiding. It's actually just right by the spike.
One enemy remaining.
On the site itself, not behind that box that he maybe was anticipating. Maybe
Udah
had a
pakai
read
Astra padahal.
in some previous VODs or something. That,
Astra tuh
that was the
tetap
box
buat
that
defendernya
Monyet
loh,
liked
buat
to hide behind.
ngedot kalau maju.
This time around,
Ini Astranya tidak ada impact sama sekali ini
And exploring.
ability-nya.
do have Saya playing anti-flash around that corner now. Starting to work around the edges of the smoke. Rossi catches a glimpse.
Get that fight down, gets the vulnerable. That allows for him to come out on top, taking down Divide. He crash now, pushing forward. The flash not even deep enough to actually catch him.
Sambil
but
jatuh loh
Forsaken's
itu.
pushing through the wall, comes up with a kill.
Sambil
Side
jatuh bisa
represents
akurat
Izu,
gitu.
finds something, Excurrent,
Spike
wrapping
planted.
back around. Over towards this A site, catches the enemy Yoru, and gives T1 a man advantage and their best chance at closing out a round since this half began. Swing
Wih,
out,
kena.
Mind Freak still getting tagged down to just barely any HP. It should be inevitability right now.
One
They
enemy
need
remaining.
from Monyet to try to hold the line. The swing in, he's spotted, rotates objects in behind
Wih,
him, cannot find Carpe.
akhirnya, bro.
T1 will break the winning streak.
Akhirnya satu bro,
Into the driver's seat, at
mengalahkan
least for a round as they hand this over to
Perang
Carpe
di
for the
attacker.
defuse. Now it's just 2 rounds
Karena
separate.
nggak ada
Yeah, and
sentinel.
this time around, they're able to
Itu
anticipate the pressure a lot
Astranya
better.
anggap kayak pengganti
Saya player
sentinel,
doing a good
cuma
job
dari tadi
holding
nggak
the top of the
kena.
ramp. Not giving anything up there. On the site, Rossi, fantastic work. Doing a lot of damage.
Setelah 7 ronde tidak mendapat apa-apa, karena mereka menang 1.
Good use. Not checking it. A little unaware. Were Paper Rex. Now, Divide with a pit. Excurate does have his Cosmic Divide.
Something with a shorty.
Something, well, that's a given. He's got a Blade Storm in his shorty. It's a day that ends with Y, so, you know, something's gonna have a shorty, no doubt about it.
Okay, well, the site itself is open. Saya player looking for
Lah.
the shot. Manages to find it.
Wow.
Something just not lining them
Laku
up
ada
here.
jet lemparin
Site's still
pisau.
going to be taken by Paper Rex, but they're not aware that this is completely empty otherwise. So still are taking their time trying to move up, worried about that potential deep lurk, back screen, or an elbow.
But look where Monyet got. He's way in spawn.
But no one's rotating towards him. So he needs to be the one to go and backstab. Could
Ini
someone push
bintang
up
Astranya mana nggak boleh
towards
bintang.
heaven, but actually maybe Rossi is going to end up walking right into him.
Do they know that he went back here is the real question.
Oh, Mind Freak. Spots one. That's all he's going to be able to get. Izu pushing up, and Rossi does find him. Seemed like he was very well aware that somebody could have taken that position. He has flushed him out. Hit invested. Divine and Forsaken to try to hold the line as the gate crash comes in behind, and Forsaken
Jeez.
is ready for it. Takes out Izu, looks for his brother, can't finish him off though. It's great. Holds it, Saya player. The classic comes through to get rid of the enemy Viper.
Strategi 3 lewat God menang guys. Strategi ngeframe 3 lewat God menang.
Now, T1
Padahal
is
mereka nggak
really
tahu
starting to get
udah
a good
ditungguin
feel
di chatnya.
for how this is all going to go down. Good read by Rossi. Such great communication and awareness here from T1 to know that there's a player back there. He was expecting it the whole way. Tell by the way he's peeking that angle. Just a little bit of a drive-by there.
Gak ada yang lewat chatnya itu.
Slowly, methodically
Udah
flushing
ditungguin di
Divide
flank ya, nggak
on the
ada.
backside of that Viper's
Mati
pit.
lagi itu yang di
And
chatnya tadi.
Forsaken, when he TP's out, it doesn't fool anyone. They're ready for him. This takes his, you know.
Ya sengaja ini koreografi jadi 10-11
So
gini.
this is just so smart from T1.
Koreografi nih guys.
They check it towards Heaven, Showstopper going forward, not spotting anything here on the site. Again,
Sedotnya tidak kena
clear it
lagi
off
guys.
to them that it is clear. Forsaken in the meantime, dead, lurking outside. B site over in garage.
Spike planted.
Heals found, but obviously that Showstopper gone. Monyet just gonna get posted up. There it screens, judge in hand.
Iso pernah dipakai, enggak Iso jelek ability-nya.
Chance to steal
Nggak
this
guna.
away. Get this back under their control. Take Paper X's map pick away from them. Boombot for now. Izu, one charge off that showstopper. Can be instrumental if he finds it as something. It's a full flash to the face. Izu now.
Refleksnya dia lompat ya bagus ya, jadi nggak mati tapi tetap aja kepilih.
Gets off that spike. Izu puts down the buy. Showstopper in hand. He built it up. He puts him down. And with the defuse, T1 tie it up 11-11.
Oh, just phenomenal stuff now. T1 starting to win those individual battles on the flanks of the map.
Ini sengaja ini koreografi biar 11-11 gitu, biar panjang.
Really start winning some tough fights. But if you lose Forsaken, if you lose him on those edges, that's a lot of your flashes gone. The only thing you have less is the paranoia, and that was already invested. So here, all you have is the smokes and the phenomenal gunplay and maneuverability that Paper X can employ, but
Koreografi.
T1's just better. And the Izu that time, not going to miss his showstopper. Now Forsaken does have this dimensional drift. You have all 5 members setting up for this A hit. Dimensional drift is going to come out right away. Saya player.
Kok bisa lihat sih tuh Yorunya ngulti loh, nggak kelihatan loh harusnya loh.
Paint shells invested. Make sure that they can get this site, get the plant down.
Sees him once again. It's the fake out. Saya trying to make his exit. Safely gets around the corner. Life is intact. Close angle though. Swinging around. They will be forced back. They have to respect this operator. Come on yet. Let's try to hold here in heaven. Cosmic Divide going to be invested. That going to try to push them forward.
Yeah, the race.
Finding one, jumps back behind the wall, keeps himself alive and in the fight. Here for Forsaken.
Ah, itu kena kepala nggak mati apa-apaan?
Saya player finding one before getting traded out. Mind Freak.
Kena kepala loh itu.
On the dash, Ross
Ya, jarak deket nggak mati.
Taken out. Divide trying to hold here at backside. He's in the corner now, and they can't stop him.
Mojok gaming.
Divide with 3 means absolutely nothing as T1 take the round away. The wall
Ini ada
was
coach gebrak meja nih.
everything for their win.
Just such a beautiful Cosmic Divide for so
Ini
many
timeout
reasons
coach
here for
gebrak
T1.
meja nih, lihat
One,
deh.
it cuts off all of
Oh, itu
Paper X,
defuse, woy.
really
Itu
denies their
defuse,
vision
bunuhin
on
defuse.
how
Bentar,
T1
ya.
is trying to attempt this retake. And then the follow-up is it gives them enough of a corner on the plant that you cannot spam through it. You have to get like right on top of Carpe to stop it. That's got X-Curate fired up.
Oh enggak timeout, udah habis timeoutnya.
Unreal. And now we're here at map point. T1 looking to take this one away from Paper X.
Coachnya ngamuk cuy, woi itu yang defuse dibunuh cuy.
Nade out a little bit of damage found over at B. There's T1 looking to get aggressive themselves. Seeker's now going to be let loose, and that is going to tell the full story here. Paper X's positions as they clear this out. Something in a rough spot. Might have to dash across, but he's not given the opportunity.
Yeah,
to
beast.
kick it down simultaneously. Excurate so quick on the trade back. Not allowing for that counter swing to come into play.
Dibalas cuy, ini Perang pengennya majuin mid, dibalas Dewan maju mid. Mati.
Now going to be TPing forward here onto the site. Rossi, the shorty held.
Spike planted.
Checks close, the snake bite coming down. Forsaken now reading that as Mind Freak gets himself up into heaven. Plays off the back of the flash, trying to peek in. So there's a swing out. Rossi caught with utility and Mind Freak managing to find 2.
Dapat 2 gitu, dari mana bro?
Paper X trying to take this into overtime. Pushing the backside, Izu gone. They know that he's an elbow, and he just holds for it. Oh, it is not done
Insane
yet.
player, man.
How I love you. 12-12. We're
Insane
going to
player
overtime.
itu.
Unreal, full flashed. Just spray it down. The fadeaway from Forsaken. And what a map he's had so far. 25, 18, and 5 on the Yoru. Mind Freak having a whale of a map
Ote.
as well. Is that the Odin?
Ini koreografi
That I'm
OT-nya.
gonna be seeing potentially on the
Koreografi
developer side
itu maju CT-nya sengaja
here.
kayak gitu jadi pada mati biar
Keeps it,
OT.
but full flashed. Just knew he had the crosshair placement. Trusted in his own instincts.
Ada direksinya
What a
ini.
setup there to get Mind Freak up on top and get that spray down completely.
Ada sutradara, ada direksi, ini koreografi ini.
Okay, no Odin, but there is an operator for Saya.
Going for the glass cannon. He's been clean with it so
Apa
far.
tadi maju CT 4 orang kayak begitu. Minimal di flash dulu lah.
Trying to see if they can rework some of that magic we were seeing from them in that first half. It's Forsaken inching forward here into the smoke, but it's such a
Dapat
heavy
2.
stack. There's a
1,
flash down. He
2.
manages the transfer on a 2. Gate crash out the safety. And Forsaken
Koreografi ini
stole this
beneran.
round from right in front of T1's eyes.
How does that work? How do you get away with that?
Because you're Forsaken.
Yeah, only him.
Mind Freak now. Tucked away in backside.
Mafia apa? Lu kira mafia bola?
Box. This is such an aggressive position to take as the smoke dissipates. Forsaken finds a third. Ooh, Carpe with the operator in hand. I've seen him clutch many a time with a sniper in hand, but this one I think might be a bridge too far. But have I spoken too soon? Seeker's now built up Divine, getting himself over here towards the site. Everything to do, swings aggressively over top of the site fight. Vulnerable down to 55. Something on the corner, and Divine in heaven above him. It seems like such an impossible position, and it is. Carpe will go down, and Paper Rex will get themselves up to map point.
I mean, this flash is just not expected at all by T1. I mean, one of their players had to hide behind
Choreography.
the box. He got full flashed as well. Up and in. And they're just like trying to get out of there, and they can't do anything. Unbelievable.
Dude, I spilled the water. Fuck.
Wow. Now the Paper Rex get up
Timeout.
to map point for the first time. T1.
Tadi last round harusnya timeout dulu 11-12 itu timeout jadi menang. Ini kagak timeout malah overtime. Oh ngantuk ya, ngantuk ini apaan coachnya 2v1 gini. Coachnya nggak ada yang megang ballpen sih. Coba coachnya megang ballpen diputer-puter. BTW itu Red Bull masih penuh aja nih, Red Bull nggak laku gitu bro. Sponsor apaan sih? Minimal sponsor itu ditunjukin, oh ini ada yang minum gitu. Ini apa dari kemarin kulkasnya penuh aja terus sponsor nggak laku.
Shut this down, and looks to me like they're setting up for an A hit. A couple stars down already, expecting some kind of pressure. Try to grab
T1 dari negara mana? Djibouti. Kalian tahu negara Djibouti?
On the B site, seen him double smoke off of that to try to play protection, because that is potentially where the pressure is going to be. Right outside of garage, Paper Rex.
Last pack in for the quick peek. Execute it. Reinforced by Carpe as the Nebula comes up here backside. Shorty in hand there from something, goes up and over. Swiftly delivered to death, but
Dapat dua gitu bro.
Spike down B.
We'll find two. The lob in,
Yeah.
spray. Mindfreak comes away with it now into a 3v3. Why going on a very deep lurk. Nade interrupting. It's a bit of damage there on the money.
Pelangnya ketangkap Rossi.
He has spotted him.
Tertangkap basah.
He gives T1 a man advantage. Freaking Moniette now. Eminem, they're trying to close out this round and win the map.
No utility to speak of. Just a teleport.
He's right here at the top of the rope.
Koreografi ini beneran. Biar panjang overtime ya.
Paper Rex. 1v3 clutch to finish it. Otherwise, T1 tying us again and extending this OT. He's pushing out, spotting one. Izu taking a bit of damage. He's looking for more.
Didorong.
Doesn't reset the aim. T1 will get the defuse and they will keep us in this map.
We've seen
Didorong
this before with Moniette with that pillar, but he was playing a very different agent.
Polos amat majuin smoke udah tahu ditungguin di eventnya itu koreografi itu nggak mungkin kalau dia main sendiri kayak gitu. Koreografi itu.
Because it's the same smoke setup that he had the last
Ya apa sih tujuan nanti maju heaven dapat sih udah tahu ditungguin.
He went to the back of site, not playing on site instead, and that confused Paper Rex enough.
Bilang draw aja.
Ini
ada tangan ketiga yang mengatur ini. Ada tangan tersembunyi tidak terlihat yang mengatur match ini.
Pearl mowing down 3 people.
Yeah.
Flash out, the rush forward, something waiting within the smoke, however, shuts out side player very swiftly. Boombot cleared, he wants a re-peek, swings it, oh my god!
Dimusnahkan itu, beneran itu dimusnahkan. Dihancurkan masa depannya itu.
Boombot cleared, but map control very firmly in the hands of Paper Rex.
Kalau dikasih amplop, coachnya banting meja nggak? Nggak, mejanya mahal katanya.
What do you do against something when he's that fast? That very few players in the world can handle that play. That's almost unbeatable.
It just grinds everything to a halt here from T1. Staying quiet. Pack mentality. The buy on the jiggle does get punished. Kill found, snake bite to try and stop any push coming out of stairs.
Mereka ngelihat Odin langsung mundur gitu.
It's like widely they're gonna cut their way back over towards this A side. Slowly
Overtime biar
creeping down
Red
the
Bull
vents,
dapat
but
X.
Mania does
Ya tiap kali
arrive,
timeout
but
Red Bull.
30 seconds.
Tiap kali
honestly,
timeout tuh
what
Red
kind of
Bull.
rotations have we drawn out?
Mending crafting tank gak sih?
They work their way
Lebih
back
murah,
over.
rasa sama. Bukan rasanya lagi sama. Cairannya sama.
Just below heaven. Star coming in. Swing onto the corner. Izu gone. Something unable to find the kill. Does put Rossi down to 75.
Somethingnya udah overhit.
TPing around the opposite side of the pillar.
Sudah overhit
There,
setelah
they're gonna have to
pick
go
one
for
tap
this
itu.
plant. They're going to have to stick for it. Spray. Connecting. Forsaken. Finding it. And that's going to be the round one. They don't have to do anything else aside from not die. Mania will get one. They're on the back end.
Ini koreografi nggak sih biar kelihatan matchnya sengit gitu.
At map point.
And Paper Rex loves to play with smokes, to get aggressive inside of them, and the layered smokes in mid allows something to pick up the first. The second is just god tier. Just god tier play. Again, what do you do against that?
Habis itu udah
Ready
overhit.
for the follow-up.
Udah
I
capek.
like the way T1 plays this though in the mid round. I like that they do the
Perek
double
lawan
pump.
T1 yang mana yang paling banyak
For
berisikan?
Paper Rex,
Iya.
without the ability to get info
Yang main
easily,
siapa,
they
yang
have to
berisik
kinda
siapa.
gamble on which side they're going to be playing, and you can see they're already shifting their weight towards the A side. Now, operator again, glass cannon for Saya, up and over is something.
And spotted him, knows that he's going to be up there on the rafter.
No
Like,
armor, no
teams up to
utility.
get Saya,
Dapat
but
satu.
doesn't matter. Rotates across it, needs some damage.
Dapat
but he
dua.
shot Forsaken going to be punished after Rossi ends up falling. Izu now catching something. The spike stuck up in heaven. With both remaining players here from Paper Rex down on the side itself. Mind Freak unable to clear
Ini
the corner.
definisi settingan bukan sih?
Let's keep it going.
Matchnya settingan
14
ini
to
apaan
14,
biar sengit
T1
gitu kelihatannya
resets
dibikin
again.
panjang banget apa ini?
That Saya player we know and love.
Ada
The operator
sutradaranya
so strong
ini.
in
Di
his
belakang ada
hands.
sutradara, ada
Able to
kameramen.
put it to such great use there. Able to avoid that initial pressure. Find some nice
Koreografi cuy.
angles, get some big kills to open this one up.
Kayak kalau di film berantem itu tonjokannya di ayun gitu, sengaja di ayun
It's
tonjokannya.
a really nice piece of work from Saya player. We're back to even Stevens. Odin once again here.
Apa sih
For Paper Rex on
bolak-balik
this
gini?
defender side. There was a moment where T1 heard it fire in the previous affair.
Oh, Izu.
Wih,
Oh, blind, but
What?
they didn't realize that he was behind the box. Ends up getting taken down. Divide with
Diculik
a nice
gitu.
forward. Does mention gets execute over on ramp, but then getting taken out by Rossi over at main. Forsaken, however, the Odin hath arrived. Comes up with 2 quick kills. TPs himself up into heaven. But can't redraw that massive weapon before Saya player gets him in the head.
Disgusting. Great awareness from Saya player. Goodness.
Now the 2v2. On freaking screens, something.
kerjaan tim kreatif ya, ini kerjaan tim
Make
kreatifnya
eye contact for
VCT.
a brief moment, and now side player turns his sights back over and turns away. He still managed to get a shot. Mind Freak! Guns them both down!
Izunya rip aim, Izunya nge-wave.
Doesn't know where the hell the spike is planted, but doesn't matter. He's got all the time in the world. Collect yourself, take a breath.
Ini beneran
Get ready
settingannya
to go
apa ini?
again.
He's so fast. He's so fast here to get this done.
Apa ini?
And
Dua
that's
lawan
looks like it
satu
might be
bisa sengaja
problematic until
nge-wave gitu.
The Odin. Just again, once again, another one where T1
Itu
just gets
Oh.
caught.
Race-nya sengaja nge-wave
So
itu.
nasty, Mind Freak. Goodness.
sengaja nge-wave race itu apa itu di ayun nih, tembakannya di ayun sengaja. Dingin ya, dingin. Kena AC. Coachnya nggak gebrak meja, nggak dibolehin ganja. Kena denda kalau gebrak meja katanya. TO mulu, koreografi nih. Itu ini orang main mouse dipakai kardus bawahnya. Luar. Mana tadi bro yang pakai kardus? Lu tadi yang pakai mousepad kardus mana bro? Nggak ada. Ya udah.
We'll see. They've got that glass cannon once again. Last time that worked a treat for a Saya player. This time he's shifting over to the B
Ini
side.
bandar main
Got
ya ini.
X-Curate
Ada bandarnya ini yang mengatur.
So lot of ability to again try to shut down some of these fast hits. The stars are placed. Try to keep things.
Penontonnya green screen, penontonnya palsu, yang penonton bayaran ya.
We'll see.
They allowed for a side play to get an immense amount of value last time he had the op in hand. This time though, he's posted up on the opposite side of the map. Monyet going for the entry. Grafwell looking to try and delay. No one down on the site there to receive.
Hanya sengaja dilepas ini.
He's still anticipating that lurk that the buy has been going for is still going to be coming through, or Forsaken is going to be trying to rotate around, having set up a gate crash. But just now, the call comes in for him to rotate.
It's these screen holds again.
But he's watching for it, and as the smoke dissipates, more often than not, Saya's going to be good for at least one. And right now, there's a couple players lined up. Something, however, entering up into heaven finds Rossi, taking down the enemy Viper. A lot of that flush out utility with Snake Bite's now going to be gone. Saya does get his mark. Monyet taken down. Flicks over, finds Forsaken. Keeps them in this round. The drop down, crossfire set up, something gone. Now it's all on the Saya player.
Oh, udah Perang ini menang ini, udah beres
It's
koreografinya.
not gonna happen. Not like this. Down to 7. Mind Freak will finish him off. And
Udah beres koreografinya, guys.
16 will take the opening map here in playoffs.
Apa itu? Apa ini? Timnya tuh kayak gak ada yang mau menang gitu, kayak, wih, ini lu aja yang menang deh. Kata dia, enggak, lu aja yang menang. Kayak balas-balasan gitu, gak ada yang mau menang nih match itu. Sengaja dipanjang-panjangin apa-apaan. GG, udah map 2, map 2. Map split gak jelas emang. Ada tangan invisible hand yang mengatur match ini. Map 2 jam berapa? Nggak tahu, bentar lagi ada trio Yaper dulu ngomong. Trio Yaper ngomong baru mulai match 2. Map 2 apa? Asen. Nah ini trio Yaper nih, trio Yaper. Lihat langsung di chatnya bocil-bocil deh. Kita lihat reaksi bocil. Mana? Bocil Perex mana nih? Ignore the fans. Kenapa ini malah Susanto div dua-duanya Susanto cuy. Next swap masih lama. Nggak, bentar lagi. Ini bocil-bocil mesum semua sini. Bocil down bed semua di sini, bro. Sama trio Yaper ini, pada trio Yaper ini dari awal padahal gak ada yang nonton cuy. Ngunding guessing atau Dayak itu beda, bro. Fungsinya aja beda, bro. Prediksi yang juara Piala Asia, bang. Kamboja. First kill 19 sih. Saya player banyak first kill cuma masih kalah, bro. Ngapain, bro? What doing gitu. T1-nya what doing, man. Karena tadi ini padahal udah patut dipertanyakan ini. Udah overtime panjang begini udah pada capek semua. Permainnya patut dipertanyakan semua ini. Lihat ini. Somethingnya main terus tiba-tiba nge-weave. Terus ini si Izu tadi udah kill 2, udah masuk side, tinggal 1 kill gampang nge-wave juga. Kayak ada tangan invisible hand yang sengaja menurunkan difficulty-nya gitu biar match-nya bisa ditentukan outcome-nya bagaimana. Ini beneran. Ada tangan tersembunyi yang mengatur ya. Next map kapan sih? Lama ya? Kill 33, 29 ya kan, banyak banget kayak 27, 26, 23, 18, 14. Tapi kalau timnya kayak begini bagus gitu. Ini apa merata gitu. Gak kayak tim sebelah cuy, ada yang coba kill 2 doang, kill 4 doang, gak merata gitu. Kayak dia cuma ngikut doang, filler. Gak tahu tim yang mana tapi Pacarnya Alex cakep. Nah dia punya pacar. Minimal umur segitu udah nikah lah. Ini masih pacaran gimana sih? Ini combat score-nya diadunya antara controller dan duelis. Ya pasti duelis lebih tinggi lah, bagaimana ini perbandingannya tidak adil gini. Bang, mending EG atau Sen? Mending yang menang. Emang kamu udah nikah? Belum. Nggak mau nikah, buang-buang duit ah. Ngapain nikah sewa ballroom ratusan juta cuma buat sehari doang. Nggak usah nikah guys, nggak guna guys. Sengaja itu ngebandingin dua Susanto. Ya minimal ngebandingin yang toprek dan toprek lah gitu. Kan jadi perbandingannya ada nih, perbandingan Astra sama Yoru. Perbandingan apa ini? Nikah di KUA gratis. Minimal nikah tuh jadi sesuatu yang memorable. Nikah di KUA. What sex? Hey, Anda itu pikiran cuma selangkangan bagaimana? Trio Yaper ikin lama cuy. Udah next match Asen main. Mana Asen? Ini lagunya ngeloop lagi, woi. Udah bro, bosen lagunya yang ini bro. Nah. Ya banyak koreografinya di sini. Map ini banyak koreografi sengaja bro. Sengaja menang kalah. Nah ini koreografi paling parah. Ini apa Depius dibiarin gitu di pojokan. Ini paling parah ini koreografinya tadi. Nah udah highlightnya beres deh, next match. Rena keluar di Asen. Enggak, paling Omen Sofa. Kalau mau pakai Viper, kalau enggak Inisiator 2. Trio Yaper gunanya apa? Filler. Buat ngisi doang. There's something mousepad-nya masih kebalik gitu bro. Mousepad kebalik gaming. Tebak agen pick. Sage sih, ada Sage nih. Davai main Sage. 4 second main. Kalau enggak Yoru dia main Killjoy. Nah, ini lagu kok ada liriknya. Ini lagu apa sih? Copyright cuy. Lagu Nintendo copyright cuy. Nah, udah. Yang ada liriknya biasanya copyright. Kapan ada update Downcraft apaan nggak tahu aku. Mouse 400.000 yang bagus apa? Nggak ada, jelek semua. Minimal mouse tuh 2 juta lah. Mana next match woi, main woi. Aku menunggu nih. Udah kepanasan gini, rumah gua nggak ada AC, nggak kuat wattnya. Alasan neon jarang dipakai. Enggak, neon nggak jarang, lebih jarang deadlock. Kalau di turnamen ini ada yang main deadlock gak? Nggak ada satupun bro. Nggak ada yang main deadlock satupun. Yang 0% lagi siapa? Chamber kali. Chamber ada kali yang milih cuma sekali 2 kali doang. Tapi habis itu udah. Yang beneran 0 deadlock men. Mana second map boy, main boy. Aku menunggu nih dengan sabar. Oh itu IGL-nya Yeping men. Guys kalian mainnya kayak begini guys. Satu ntar majuin terus temannya di belakangnya ikutin terus straight kill ya. ISO juga. Oh ya ISO 0. Tidak ada yang main ISO. Replay sistem kapan ada? Enggak ada. Itu kelihatan loading screen-nya tuh apa tadi agennya guys? Tadi di loading screen-nya itu guys. Mana nggak mulai-mulai woi. Ya ada yang bisa baca guys. Bacanya pakai Google Translate dulu ini sengaja ini. Nah tuh lihat udah masuk tuh lihat nih agennya apa tuh guys. Wih Fade keluar. Gak ada Killjoy. Gak ada yang mau main Killjoy di sini. Pada main Fade, pada main Omen. Ya bener kan Omen, Viper. Gecko. Emang sengaja nggak mau main Sentinel Paper X sih. Koreografi nggak ada yang mau main Sentinel. Perex anti Sentinel ya ini sengaja nih koreografinya tidak mau bermain Sentinel. Buat apa pakai Sentinel katanya. Coba aku ketinggalan berapa detik. Kok nge-freeze gini? Kok nge-freeze gitu PC-nya VCT nge-lag lagi ya?
Like super aggressive towards mid. They're not generally going to be looking for picks. And so one thing I'm really keying in on here for Paper Rex in a potential counter strat opportunity is the Seize Nade combo with the Fade and the Raise, because you can really catch some players of T1 in some of these choke points on the outer edges of the sites or on the doors of the
kalah
sites.
Perex sih.
Mindfreak going to be the one lurking on the
Oh
Viper
enggak
this
kecuali
time around.
kaman.
No information
Viper
given
mati
over to
susah
people.
masuk
They
ya
didn't see him.
Perex ini.
They didn't hear the shots.
Interesting that that's the swap up here. The Devi is going to be going over to that Omen and Mindfreak playing Viper.
That is also interesting. That's a really good point.
There just has to be some form of difference in comfort here as Cam be spotting out Mindfreak. Side player just around the corner. Ooh, yep, seeing each other now.
Kelihatan.
Given the side has already been tagged down to 50.
Kelihatan menuju B side tuh deh.
Back away a bit. Still going to be within B main. Wants to try to catch somebody here. As the counter swing ready to go. There's the lineup.
Kurang sangar ya saya playernya kurang sangar ya.
Look at this, already feeding those orbs like Asar I was just talking about, but a good shot from Carpe!
Tuh kayak gitu harusnya saya player tadi kayak si Carpe itu nembaknya dapet 3 gitu. Tadi kurang sangar nembaknya.
Spike is in hand, market door. Oh, you can see Rossi was trying to peek in underneath that before he got fully shut. Now they're gonna have to break their way through. But do they do this one at a time, or do they feel the need to try to go for time here?
30
March it
seconds
down.
left.
For now they're waiting because
Minimal 2 orang liatin angle yang beda, jangan liatin yang sama.
not even a tap
Nah gitu.
Jiggle out. Now they know that Mindfreak's gonna be out in mid. Ball comes up. He's gonna rotate his way over towards A.
Gonna be able to get the plant down at least, it looks like. Especially with the door.
Udah dapet lead Perex langsung force buy nih. Udah kalah juga nggak apa-apa katanya. Langsung force buy aja next round. Tapi BTW pada punya armor semua nih pemain T1 nih. Udah pakai alpha armor kena badan 2 kali aman. Udah nggak jadi. Tidak butuh lama-lama di headshot langsung.
Great timing there with the paranoia. Right as they're getting through the door, makes it where Mindfreak has to get the first one, try to hide behind Dice and kind of pray, but they don't even give him the opportunity. Rossi there, good for it. So far, on the pistol round, Paper X not able to find what they're looking for. This is just absolutely freaking disgusting from Carpe. Again, those one taps
Itu
from
pistol
Carpe
master sih bener. Gosnya di tapnya sabar itu.
now, side player with an outlaw.
Ini turnamen LAN enggak, ini turnamen antar RT ini.
For the side of Paper X,
RT 01 lawan RT 02 ini.
Could get some off guard, but that half armor, Saya player going to be in a cozy position.
Ronde 2 langsung force B dapat plan mereka.
Situated up here on a heaven. Okay,
Ya,
now
outlaw yang
well aware
kena.
of that weapon. As that first shot not going to be connecting. Monyet bring over towards Tree, finding one before Izu is able to trade it back. Tap on the door.
Hampir dapat
Izu
satu.
going to be knocked down to D1. A Saya player just fishing here. Blind, trying to get a straight connection.
Spike planted.
Meantime, Spike will get planted for Paper Rex. Still a lot to work with here, though.
Yeah.
Phantom in hand for Ross. Find an immense amount of value, but now Izu going to be taken down as they look to push in around the back side. And in window, Side player not connecting to the shot. Drop down, Excurate will find a buy. Pushes out, but he's not
Kalah sama
gonna be
Force,
behind him in
bye.
back. Kills found Rossi, the last one standing. Finds one, looks for a little bit more, but cannot hold his ground. Paper X. Team that we typically did not see go for these force buys. They bring one out, and they are going to be carrying a Spectre and a
T1
Phantom.
di map apapun defendernya agak
Catches a lot of
lemah
people
ya.
off guard, including T1.
Side-nya jebol
Not
terus.
fully prepared for it, and you're starting to think, well, okay, they've got that outlaw.
Cara jadi pelatih di player dulu. Enggak, yang penting punya orang dalam ya. Selama lu ada orang dalam udah jadi pelatih gampang. Kerjaan cuma teriak-teriak doang, gebrak-gebrak meja dibayar lagi.
There and Monyet able to find a kill, get them the ability open up a little bit of space. Here you go. There's that C's income, although that C ended on the roof.
All of this util for an empty side. Obviously just taking every precaution on the way in, but T1 going for the gamble stack, expecting to find some resistance over
Melawan
towards
musuh yang tidak ada sih.
Now we're going to have to try to push their way back into the 5v5.
Here.
Just gonna have to see if you can bait Paper Rex into a bad fight, but the angle being held if they were to come from spawn like they
Kenapa
are.
Koca Perek gak nyampe rank IMO? Lah dia gak main aja dibayar daripada lu tiap hari main dibayar kagak.
He's got the sheriff. Position reinforced, and it looks like the call is going to be made to just try to gather up, get collected around Tree where the door should still be shut, and then sacrifice to the spike. Haunt goes out. Well, Carpe did swing back, trying to see if he can get any kind of party gift kill there. Build up towards that nightfall, but instead will fall. So, 4-man sacrifice. Spike gods are pleased. Paper X are going to move up 2-1.
Lawan bonus round nih bisa nih T1 nih. Lawannya cuma senjata ecek-ecek nih sampai kalah ini memalukan. Beli kapsul tim mana? Enggak. Jangan beli skin. Stop kasih duit ke Riot yang gak mau bikin replay system. Ya gue lupa bikin community post lagi. Peringatan jangan beli tim kapsul gitu. Lu pengen support tim e-sportnya ini, lu datengin streamnya pemain-pemain ini terserah siapa aja, misal si Monyet nih, Excurate, datengin streamnya, donate sawerianya lebih berguna, dia dapat 100% daripada lu beli skin, dia cuma dapat 50% dari Riot, belum dipotong pajak, belum datang duitnya ke organisasinya bisa dikorup gitu kan. Lebih berguna lu datengin ke streamnya dia, lu donate secara langsung kalau pengen support, nggak usah lewat Riot yang kagak mau rilis replay system.
Mid with that jiggle peek from Rossi. Something creeping on the corner sends out at least a warning shot there towards Carpe, who's now going to be drifting back away towards the site.
Apa bundir dapat duitnya lebih banyak sama dapat ulti orb.
Is giving him a lot of space and a lot of respect because of it. Yeah, you've got the toxic screen as well. Rossi starting to shift over, try to get some help. The utility coming in, the hit is on, and a great spray from Saya.
I mean, just massive wide swing from Monyet. He didn't take it down. Side player finally killed the Carpe, now falling. Means the side is a little bit more opened up, but Rossi is still here, makes his presence known.
Nah, lawan bonus round gampang. Enggak bonus round sih pakai operator deh. Beli operator gak bonus round.
Saya both go down. Man gets the spike plant. Excurate now all on his lonesome.
Mulai bingung gitu. Mulai bingung main defendernya lemah syawat padahal udah ada Cypher, udah ada Fate buat ngehalau maju gitu, tinggal pakai skill C. Masih jebol aja.
Drift away into the nether. Hold on to his weapon. Paper X, they're going to be moving up 3-1.
Yeah, and it's a good kind of play off of sort of lack of information here for Paper X. Not really any counter utility thrown their way. as they make a play.
Daripada beli
that
kapsul
first
buat
orb.
support, mending doain ya. Mending itu duit yang awalnya lu pakai buat beli kapsul 200.000 berapa itu?
Set up for a trap.
Mending buat beli yang lain.
They are going to be able to shift on over. On yet, maybe getting a little too wide.
Bisa beli nasi padang seminggu itu.
Rossi trying to do what he can on site, but it's so difficult with something with an operator, even on the Gecko.
Orang kakak ngalah pada adik. Ya ini koreografi, ini sengaja ini. Di meja makan kemarin malam sudah dibicarakan dengan bapak ibunya.
Really nice stuff here from Devi once again, holding right from the switch and Paper X.
See you on the other side.
See why they went into this map. Really liked what they were seeing.
T1 miskin, rugi dong.
From T1 when they played Zeta earlier. It's close. It's 13-10, but still, Zeta showing that there are some weaknesses. Carpe trying to use that Sheriff wall pen to find some.
Kayaknya kalau bukan fit pakai sofa gitu lebih bermanfaat kayaknya. Fitnya rekonnya lambat soalnya, mending sofa rekonnya cepet. Bisa jauh lagi.
Spot one is Rossi, just trying to hold things over from Market. Field comes in for Forsaken, able to find Carpe. Fade v fade, comes out on top. Site now going to be taken once more here from the side of Paper X. When it comes down. By shifting over, realizing they haven't shut the door, and right before it does, Mind Freak will be able to take out Rossi. Into a position where you can try to die to the spike here. Not impossible for the side of T1. Extra will fall. Now it is all on Izu to see if he can deal some damage here. First couple shots. Whip thing does get one, but
yang penting dapat satu
won't be
katanya.
given the time of day to do it. Paper X now 4-1.
Okay, winning the round you should. Relatively convincing fashion. The money starting to accumulate very quick, as well as the ults for Paper X. Nightfall right there, one away from a Viper's Pit. Showstopper in hand for Manyet.
Sekali lagi ini T1, iya T1 defendernya map apapun lemah syahwat. Tadi split di comeback udah menang jauh padahal. Di comeback defendernya. Map ini defender 1-4.
Push out, get some damage done, but Paper X 4-1 split all the way over on the other side of the map, and here comes that Showstopper towards short.
Clear on the haunt, trap wise.
Shortnya udah jebol aja deh.
Just gonna send it out. Daze comes across, Dizzy out, Execurate tucked away, back jet, ends up falling as Devi just sweeps through like a plague upon their houses.
Oh, come on.
Continues to
Ini
just rip them to
defendernya
shreds. 3 kills here for
side-nya
Devi.
jaganya kayak nggak niat gitu ditinggalin satu.
Widely. Nothing else that can be done.
Ngarepin trap doang, ngarepin trap terus jebol udah.
They have to just back away.
Sudah langsung.
Well, I guess
Minimal main defender tuh jaga satu trapnya kena di pick gitu. Ini sembunyi.
Guy's like, yo, give me that ace though. He might just find it. He will.
Nge-ace lagi dari mana ini?
What an ult. Divine.
Dari mana ini kejarnya pakai ulti dong.
None of you escape me.
well, never mind. I was gonna say something. There were a few things that you could take away for T1 fans about this round, but Devi just
Kejarnya
wanted that
lawan
ace
satu
so
orang
bad.
doang gitu.
And again, it's huge because the economic damage done is enormous. Just absolutely enormous.
I think the one takeaway that T1 fans want right now is their eyesight, because this is not good to witness.
T1 hanya perlu melawan satu orang Omen. Yang entry-nya Omen tidak bisa dihalau. Uncle Mutu Ace. Ya itu Uncle Mutunya gigi 5. Coachnya, guys, apapun yang kalian lakukan tadi, udah lakukan aja terus, kita belum gagal soalnya gitu.
Find that box, not much you can do as that Cypher.
Berat sebelah
Not a
ya.
lot of utility to bail him out. It's just gonna have to be on his gunplay, which is tremendous, but you know, it's not comfortable by any stretch of the imagination. Devi just
Ya
sneaks
kira
right around,
satu
takes
kill,
him
saya
out.
player 2 kill, Izu 2
Still with an
kill.
operator, one away from the Viper's Pit. Yet,
Sulit
his mind
mencari
to
musuh.
see if they can make a play for an orb to get that into his hands. This time around, only a Marshal, a Stinger, some Sheriffs, and a Ghost. A lot of work to be done for T1. Thrifty here. Feel great. Try to turn this map around.
Apakah mungkin Tripti kalau sampai Tripti menang udah kagak usah beli senjata, pakai pistol aja menang gitu.
Shut it down.
Apain beli senjata mama kalau pistol doang bisa menang.
Just because the rounds have been very brutal for them, that operator continues to be carried over. Can constantly be afforded right now. So not looking to give any sight lines over to something.
Waiting for the Odin from Forsaken. That's what I'm waiting for.
I hope that you'll be waiting for a very long time.
I don't think we will.
For now, wall.
Permainan hold nih.
Orb dropping. Volleys go. Sighting tech getting ready to come through. They had the K and the C's out onto Carpe. Wrap around the side. Yeah, just trying to cut him while he's in midair. Rossi will be able to find that kill.
Tapi bisa dapat 2 sih Rossi. Dapat 3 Rossi.
And Rossi comes up with a 3K.
The Great Escape gitu bro, kena molly kabur muter deh. Great Escape. Wih, ace. Nah, Rossinya tidak balapan guys, tidak ngebut Rossinya. Rossinya kurang ngebut ya. Tidak gaspol Rossinya.
Something says no.
Oh, heartbreak for T1. This is so well played here on the execute by Paper Rex. They get the tethers to connect onto 2 different players, and Monyet is like, oh yes, this should be easy for me to clean up. But Rossi's so good with that stinger. Rossi was saying his mom is staying up to watch the match tonight. So
Easy nahui katanya.
Gave her a little bit of a show there for sure.
Damn good effort. Again, you know, very close.
Ada ikan kena trap cyber. Ada lele kena trap cyber.
Intercepting these prowlers, information not really being garnered from Paper Rex. And I mean, this is the most Paper Rex thing ever. It looks like they want to push into Rossi, the guy who just nearly aced them while he's got a Viper spit up.
That's because you got Thrash. You got the ability to clear it now. You know where the Cypher setup is. You don't feel comfortable trying to push through it. So why not utilize or just run into it with shorties and try to clear it that way, but playing very, very far back are Rossi and Carpe, but again,
kasih pialanya Perek. Ya ini besok lawan Derek. Derek kayaknya lebih gampang daripada T1 dah.
Be making his way through. Let's see if that's what they want to do, if they're just going to maybe use Wingman Dizzy or something like that. But look at all this utility. The Nightfall.
Boombot one way. As getting detained.
Oh no.
Stuck into the corner. Here Lumber, Rossi. Hit still up. Spike on the floor.
Dari mana di tene itu?
Shuts him down. Spike does get grabbed. Is he coming through? As the neural theft infested, they know where they're at.
Yeah,
they know where they're rotating
rotate.
to. And for Paper X, I don't know how you dig yourself out of this one. Trap wire still set up here on A to intercept the approach towards the site. Cyber cage as well popped. They'll get rid of the one wire, but they have to get onto the site now. Just 12 seconds remaining for them to try to get this paranoia. Going to be sent out. Isu tagged down.
Udah bang,
but Excurrent holds the
usah
door.
di-pick bang.
That'll be the round taken away. Something
Friendly fire. Dari mana itu di tene itu? Di targetnya yang bawah, yang kena yang atas.
What just happened?
What happened with the friendly fire with the Thrash that got poor Monyet detained? Because I love the maneuver that Monyet takes there to get onto the backside of the pit.
Report griefing ini.
If the players, you can see Carpe right there, kind of having to play in and out of the backside of it.
10 seconds.
If Monyet was able to not be detained there, that could have been a very different round, but just a little bit of a...
Asalkan PRX ngeblunder T1 menang udah gitu. Berharap PRX-nya ngeblunder kayak tadi.
Using that Boombot, using that Gecko utility to clear that Viper's pit, it just didn't quite go the way they wanted, and credit to T1.
Berotak Einstein. Sepinter-pinternya Einstein, dia nggak jago main Valorant. Gue masih lebih jago main Valorant dibanding Einstein. Wih, Rossi step up sih.
The Buy and Mind Freak both eliminated. And it's just him versus something who's completely and
Botak
utterly
hijau.
trapped here in
Ya deh,
blind.
botak hijau kelas sih 1v4 easy.
No more util. No nothing, just a vandal.
Ayo botak hijau.
3 people to try to get through. In this side alone.
Ya nge-save.
We'll just back away. See if he's gonna reroute or just get tucked away somewhere and try to hold on to this weapon. Still doesn't have a good amount of cash. Taps the spike. And, well, Excurent does
Di
come
upper
out.
bracket ya udah yang menang ini langsung ke Madrid.
That Jacob Big not revealing enough. The Hawk certainly helping. As he can't find him. Excurrent with 3. T1 as well. 3 to 6, looking for the run back.
Just phenomenal hold here from Rossi and Excurrent. Looked like it was maybe going to be another Paper X kind of just sight take, but they're able to hold fast.
Sayap playernya belum bangun guys, sayap player masih 2 kill. Nah ini Rossinya step up di situ Ci. Tidak melihat musuh sama sekali dia spam. Timeout.
Now
Settingan sengaja dikalahin dia biar nggak terlalu jauh skornya, biar kelihatan sengit. Biar sengaja timeout biar Red Bull senang lihat di Red Bull deh. Mana Red Bull? Ah tuh Red Bull nih, Red Bull. Masih penuh aja tuh kulkas gak ada yang minum. Kos T1 rapi buji tapi pulang. Enggak pulang sih, udah di Korea. Ngapain pulang, emang rumahnya di Korea.
Right now, I mean, just given the things that we're seeing, the things being put on display from both teams.
Meskipun T1 kalah tapi tidak pulang soalnya emang udah di Korea.
I just wanted to go to 3.
Yeah, please.
Because both teams have looked strong when it comes down to Sunset, and seeing that face off with the likelihood of Excurrent as well going over to Chamber, that sounds like something that we don't want to miss.
Yeah, certainly T1 has to be wanting revenge on that map, you know, from when they faced off against them at the AVL. So certainly I would like to see Sunset, no doubt about it. Mind Freak now finally maybe going to have the opportunity to use that Viper's Pit. Saya.
It's going to get noted there. Has to just dash to exit. Start finding on yet. He's trying to get out of there, but as soon as Rossi tries to go for the spray, he's far too late. He's far too quick on the reply.
Stop picking mid, man. Stop picking mid. What doing? Tiga orang diculik di mid.
Lurking forward now. Spots the spike. Brother v brother, but he's got to back away as the paranoia comes in from Devi. He's going to be revealed. He's looking for a little bit more as they try to flush him out. He swings in, takes out his brother, pushes into the smoke, but something will be able to get revenge. Saya player now, last man standing. Something at 44. The knives out. He sends him. The updraft.
Apakah step up di sini? Step up transformer?
Something that Saya can do to try to interrupt it. Does he just go for a fishing shot? This way out there, and something somehow wins the duel.
Cepat kali dia nembaknya, nggak pakai reaction apa-apa deh.
Because something is just outrageous sometimes with how fast he is. I mean, Saya's expecting potentially someone to come out from the smoke, and he still gets bested. Whoa, God, that's fast. Yeah, dude. That's how I feel.
Nembaknya nggak pakai mikir, dia bakalnya cepet.
Kind of play, that accuracy, that is what got him onto this team. And he's done it Pacific, he's done it on the world stage. He's doing it right now here. Aunt's going forward, cleared on both sides. Saya player on a hard line here. In B main has the backup.
It's pinged.
Harpe,
They spec.
forward, wants to go for the
wall bang
prowler. Checks right, they know that he's there. And now they're going to try to spam him out. Mind Freak put in an absolutely unwinnable position. In the meantime, that Nightfall going to be sent over towards A, but it's not going to connect onto anyone. Just falls shy of Excurrent's position there on Heaven. He now drops down. Rossi.
Ini Rossi ngeliat musuh juga kagak, ini langsung mati aja.
The man can't see a damn thing. His eyes have been taken from him, and now his life as well.
Kasian banget tuh Rossi, layarnya pertama dari hitam, terus jadi abu-abu, terus jadi biru, terus jadi hijau, terus mati aja. Kasian banget tuh orang.
So much space and time being bought here. The Thrash, the Mosh. So difficult on this retake. Door cleared.
The reveal. Yeah, just digs, finished off.
Di wallbang gitu bro.
The corner divide, unable to take out Izu. The time dwindling, and there's still a showstopper on the opposite side. I guess a consolation prize. They can try to drag that ult out, but they know that they have to just back away. They're not going to be able to.
Ya, save udah 9-3 ini.
Harpe out hit though, take it down as Forsaken swings the corner. They want Izu. Shorty in hand. Izu holding his ground for a moment.
Overlay-nya ganggu. Overlay-nya ganggu.
I mean, they're just so well coordinated when they deathball around the map. I mean, There was one kind of oopsie when the Viper's pit was up earlier, but other than that, so well played there by Forsaken to get that haunt, get the reveal right after that door came crashing down. You knew that the retake had to be attempted relatively soon there, trying to get those flank angles set up. And
Ini granat market
maybe
nih.
the Viper's pit will be used someday. A lot of utility being thrown at the wall.
Man cleared. Saya holding the
Granatnya
judge.
granat market gitu.
Cover. Sent down. Still not going to be found by side player.
Lah.
Oh, dashing forward. Still somehow
Ngedesnya ke
pulling the two.
depan.
Tries to keep them in this one and actually does give them the man
Ngedesnya
advantage.
ke depan masih dapat 1 lagi.
Spike still held here. Safely in the hands of something for now. Smoke dissipates and Izu ready for it. Takes out Mindfreak.
Yeah, so
Nggak jadi 9-3 guys, 8-4 guys.
T1. They're set up in places where it doesn't really connect. Something looking for Izu, but not giving anything away just yet. Ooh, takes a tag.
Challenging position to be in. Excurate on the swing. Now he's pretty much identified everybody.
Still plenty of time.
Running
Lari
the
ke
assessment here
A
in
nih.
his head. Is this winnable? Send process.
I think for this player, absolutely, there's the potential.
Excurate does get dragged off
Oh,
the
the
angle,
high-low.
but yeah, they have the high-low here on Switch.
Strategi atas
Will be
bawah.
an 8-4 half. Much like we saw on the first map, but this time flipped on its head. T1 needing to be the team that
Half timnya guys, 8-4 guys, koreografi ini. Koreografi 8-4 ya sengaja nih. T1 defendernya letoy. Setnya selalu jebol, tiap ronde jebol kayak setnya. Tidak ada ronde yang setnya tidak jebol. Kecuali pistoran mungkin. Setnya dia settingan biar Red Bull seneng. T1 mau pulang. Excurate pulangnya ke Indo cuy. Bareng sama Forsaken satu pesawat sebelah-sebelahan duduknya.
Land is Wisconsin.
same can be said for New Jersey. Anyway, let's go into the second half. Paper X now shifting over onto the defense. T1 needing this attack to be
No Sentinel gaming guys. Defense-nya nggak pakai Sentinel, nggak pakai ribet.
Curious to see exactly how they're going to play this with something in middle. I want to know if that's like
Enakan minum kopi apa Red Bull. Enakan makan kangkung. Lu jadi mainnya ketiduran. Guys, kalau kita bisa makan durian ya. Makan durian. Minumnya Red Bull. Langsung mati tuh kita. Katanya langsung mati kalau gitu.
Something to kind of keep your eyes on, I think, as this map progresses, is the positioning of something, the way that he's going to be playing off duelist on Ascent. On yet, Mindfreak thinking about trying, but they're getting backed off.
Yeah, I mean, their attention right now being so very split. Divine looking to just try to hold the door.
Yeah.
There's just too many players coming out of the smoke. It's a fall
Sayang
position.
sekali Bung
Excurate
omennya
gonna
itu
be able to
padahal dia
find
bisa
one
dapat
Forsaken.
3.
We'll get Rossi, but suddenly it's just Mindfreak, and now he's gone. Excurate cleaning them up. T1 maintaining a lead in pistol rounds now, 3-1 in that
T1
regard.
adalah tim attack
Yeah, I
cuy.
mean,
Defendernya nggak bisa.
Both pistols. Last time, of course, Paper X went for the force buy. The Stingers.
Kalau duriannya utuh sama kulit tuh. Kalau duriannya dalam itu nggak apa-apa berarti.
Going to fool T1 just again, but maybe you can use that against your opponent here because T1 is likely to be a little bit more cautious than maybe normal on this round, right? It's got to be in the back of your mind that last time there was that force buy. So let's
Yang
work
jagoan
the map
simple
a
apa
little bit.
tense. Gamenya apa dulu lu nanyain orangnya doang. Gimana cara bandingin deh kayak lu Bang jagoan Magnus Carlsen atau Dong CS2.
And he wins it with a classic.
What?
Okay. Opening kill.
Right there.
Found there from Monyet. Down to 1 HP, mind you. Weapon not recovered. Worry about it. being watched by somebody else on T1. They don't push forward, so that is not going to be in their
Kalau
hands.
makan durian nggak boleh makan biji sama kulitnya. Ya kalau makan bijinya durian ketelan jadi gondok ya.
Decent amount of util. Everyone's pushing around, but this Cypher cam here from Excurate should be able to spot them all.
Monyet 1 HP. Any damage done, he's out of the round, but you never know. It's Paper X, man.
Cam cleared. Carpe trying to fish for something there with the Guardian. As Wingman goes rushing forward, that's going to be the mark coming through. Okay, needing to expire. Push into the corner.
Lo lawan Iko aja gitu, bro.
Finds the kills. Oh, wow, the round.
Bro lawan Iko, bro.
Their way as I say that. Oh my God, Excurate 20 HP. Mind Freak. Full health. Push in and gets him. How do they do this?
Kalah sama klasik, bro.
Against all odds and expectations. They have no firepower coming into the round.
Thrifty.
It's not. It's just almost unfair.
Thrifty doesn't do that justice. We need
No.
to invent a new term.
Kalau di CS itu zaman dulu, we lose to Glocks.
How
Fucking
does he
Glock.
win this fight? That's what I want to know. He's out in the open with an orb. It's unreal. The upgrade for Mind Freak, and I mean, there's a ton of information given over to T1 too. The cam was checked and B.
Mainnya sambil makan dodol gitu ya.
They know where they're coming
Sambil
from.
ngunyah dodol itu mainnya.
And they just find ways to get there because they're not afraid.
Damn, I mean, Paper Rex, they're like,
Minimal lawan klasik doang tuh menang. Nah ini lawan klasik doang kalah.
What you can do with this thing? It might just be
This classic built different.
Here.
You two can go for outrageous aggressive orb grabs that should never work and get a kill.
Something now fishing. Man to lead the way. Dace has come through. They're looking for the push. They're looking to overwhelm. He's trying to find side player. A little bit too unpredictable there with the movement. Is Monyet now going to be a little bit of a rough spot? Next, he'll be able to dome him with that share.
Oh, dibalas triptik ya?
Nice, putting his attention between two targets. Ends up falling, but now the Odin has arrived here.
Odinnya keluar.
Caught with utility.
Lah. Malah main lele deh. Malah ternak lele.
Presence aware before the neural depth can go off. Plan coming in.
Odin tuh gak perlu reload guys. Kalian satu ronde gak usah reload sama sekali kalau pakai Odin.
Can he manage to win it out? He's just dancing around. Tries to flush him out of the open.
Ini audio apa sih?
Coming through, and it's a damn good effort from Excurate, but he cannot
Audionya
get away.
nge-delay gini bro, apa-apaan bro?
Mind Freak can get the defuse, can recover the
Tolong
Odin.
ini VCT ini audionya nge-delay.
Get up to 10.
It almost works. I love the tempo change here from T1. The fast short hit. Get Saya in deep. Cause confusion.
Nyantai gitu main sambil makan dodol ya. Sambil ngunyah dodol ya.
Clear out some players. Make those Sheriff wall bangs that much more effective to get rid of Devi and Monyet. I told you the Odin was coming.
It was indeed.
He did something a little goofy there where he thought he had time standing out in the open to go for the Prowler, but you know what? Whatever. It's for
Bang kalau ganteng banget. Minimal penonton gua tuh nggak jomok.
He has to know that maybe his brother's more likely to back off there or something, and that he might be able to get away with it.
Excurate top frag cuy 15 kill cuy.
T1 now. Mountain is getting taller and taller that they need to climb. And you can see Paper X, they still really want to push the tempo here. Paranoia just completely shoves Excurate away from this B lobby. The rest of Paper X can now anticipate that this hit is going to happen here on the A side. Monyet very far forward, judge in hand. The Paranoia getting ready to crash in, and it does.
Oke, nggak dicek ini kesempatan.
Sees one at range, the vulnerable, helping to take him down.
Dapat satu pun tidak. Kesempatan sudah dapat tapi tidak ada kill yang datang.
Paper X saw that wall on split that Excurate used. I said, we too have cheeky walls that you don't quite expect that you can hide players in. Both Prowlers completely missing. Monyet there.
Feed the spike.
He's able to do a lot of extra damage, cause some extra confusion to T1. Yeah, he doesn't get any kills, doesn't matter. It made it so
Excurate B-side terus. Enggak, dia bukan endok, itu endok gitu. Kalau endok ya B terus.
For T1, they're going to try to get rid of it. Devi's going to be good for it. Yeah, no problem.
11 now here, Paper X.
GG lah, udahlah. Udahlah capek ah gitu. Capek ah.
On split, the multiple overtimes coming through with T1's map pick being Ascent. We were expecting this to, maybe continue being that back and forth, if not, a T1 runaway. But right now, this is very much just out of their hands.
Good defense.
Yeah, it is good defense. You're right.
Timeout. Guys, kita bentar lagi pulang guys. Aku mesen tiket pesawat dulu, timeout guys gitu katanya. Ya enggak, yang pesan si Excuret doang, sisanya kan orang Korea, ngapain dia pulangnya naik bus aja deh. Di sana busnya gratis. Endok guru sih, iya Endok pemain terbaik ya. Cara main Sentinel tuh ngikutin Endok, main di B aja terus. Mau busnya ke A terus main di B aja, konsisten yang penting. Kalah, nggak masuk playoff. Harusnya Excuret diganti. Enggak, yang diganti jangan pemain terbaiknya dong. Yang diganti tuh pemain terburuknya, di mana-mana juga gitu. Ini pemain terbaiknya diganti, macam mana? Jadi Charpe kan 5 kill tuh. Bisa lah, gue juga bisa kill 5 di match ginian mah bisa gue. Minimal kill 5 dapet gue sumpah.
Piece of utility that he can use to spot you and try to get that Odin spam down. Mind Freak has his ult over on the B side. They're leaving him all alone. They've got.
Si Jason sama Alvin lebih jago mana? Gue sering kalahin Alvin di kompes soalnya.
Gonna be sent up and over, trying to buy Paper X the ability to again cover these orbs, feed them into yeah, okay, he's okay. It's fine this time.
Stays alive. Something though. Has not spotted.
Bang, I love you. Ya minimal nggak jomok viewer tuh. Kenapa viewer gue jomok sih?
I think his presence very much known. Quick headshot.
Midnya dapet tuh.
Spam damage coming out though.
Kekuatan timeout.
Down to 56. Dash expiring. The rest of the team getting corralled up here in A main.
Here.
And only 1 kill, Monyet gets his showstopper. So if he gets 1 in here, this hit could turn really sideways really fast for T1.
Call coming in as that C's connects in towards Wine. Rotations now starting. Mind Freak the only one who's really lingering back. Side player going to be spotted by the Boombot over in tree.
Oh, dapat dia nya ya. Woi, majunya barengan woi. Woi, majunya barengan tuh masih di Emen sama Karpi. Minimal maju S1 barengan. Ini mati satu-satu di absen sama Odin.
Yeah. That C's lineup was from forever away.
Terbatas oleh bahasa ini guys.
Something that makes Paper Rex really special is that players like Forsaken and the
minimal majunya barengan, ini di absen sama Odin. Ada Ilham, ada Kurniawan, di absen satu-satu pakai Odin. Miskin lagi karang rugi dong T1 nih.
You think about Paper Rex as this fast, explosive team, but they spend a lot of time learning tech, practicing abilities, and how they can interact with the map and with themselves. So stuff like that, it's just incredible the way that they work things. Well, now it is going to be Mind Freak using his Viper's Pit, a little bit different, a little bit further back than we saw from T1 when they invested theirs on the B side, but a camera not going to be able to see much as it's right outside of his. Trap wire just in case there's a lurk being set up from the Viper's Pit
Nggak jauh Forsaken Odin lihat kemarin. Iya banyak yang main Odin di Asen ini. Temboknya kardus semua soalnya. Tinggal wallbang.
Weaponry is not the best for T1.
No, I mean I don't know if I've ever seen Saya play with a Bucky in his hand.
Not that I remember.
It's always a rifle or a Marshall or something like that. Very different looks here. Also has the knife to back it up. Spray coming down. Mark gets something. Again, just getting a little bit of that snake bite. Trying to creep up in towards the smoke.
Alvin nggak dapet tim. Alvin cupu.
Around the backhand side might have a massive opportunity to upgrade this weapon if he does, but he's not going to go for it. Princess Sight's back. They know that they still need to break this open. They know that there's still going to be players from Paper Rex situated here on A. Showstopper, however, coming through.
Wah, nggak mati.
Not going to be able to find the kill. Execute strikes. Saya player pushing it.
Di rudal nggak mati, kebal di rudal.
Forsaken swings his way back over and cannot steady the aim. Izu will take him down. Mind Freak will hightail it. The series is not over yet.
Well, this is a really nice round for T1. Potentially too little.
Oh, dari performa lebih bagus C1 tuh Perex. Perex lah jelas mereka tuh udah leading gitu, udah 8-4, dilanjutin leadnya diberesin. T1 udah leading, defender ya santai dulu gak sih? Di comeback.
They're like, ooh, there's a little bit of an opening that we can potentially utilize. Let's see if they remember to plug that hole. They didn't, and that really breaks the round open for T1. Monyet just not able to find that showstopper angle either. I think if he kind of could have that one back, he might turn his attention towards the door.
Observer magang. Ya ini saran nih observer nih ya. Kalau misalkan kayak tadi situasi chaos gitu, bingung pengen expected siapa, baru pakai third person kamera. Taruh di pojokan kamera CCTV gitu. Jadi nunjukin aksinya semuanya kelihatan. Daripada bingung milih satu player nggak tahu siapa, udah third person kamera aja.
Allows them to really find that opening kill. Exactly. But now they need to do that 6 more times to give us overtime again.
Jam terbang nggak bisa bohong. Lah bisa itu, lihat Malaysia Airlines tuh pilotnya berapa ribu jam terbang bisa aja tenggelam. Kasihan amat tuh orang kepalanya pecah dicukur rambut.
It's just these little plays that they set up that are so well coordinated, so well executed.
Guys, kasih saran ke Riot, kan lo official content creator. Ya, nggak akan didengar. Orang Riot mana ngerti bahasa Indo.
I'm seeing him. He's more than satisfied just to go ahead and put that shot on the Rossi shoulder. As the Thrash goes on a bit of a scouting mission in towards B main. Nothing spotted, brings it back, recovers it. Have that up as Niparex.
Gelap. Apa ini udah terang nih, lampu udah terang tuh. Ini ada lampu ini, ada lampu itu udah terang, bro. Kurang terang ya lampunya. Ntar lah gue beli lampu godox buat di rumah. Kemarin gue pinjam di studio foto lampu godox, bagus sih, terang banget tuh. Nanti gue mau beli lah. Daripada pakai lampu ring light 50 ribuan flash sale Shopee udah berapa tahun ini. Dari awal gue nge-stream pakai lampu ini. Masih nyala sampai sekarang. Flash sale Shopee 50 ribu. Kalah sama Force by. Bikin video full bahasa Inggris. Gue tuh rencana mau bikin channel full Inggris gitu, cuma gue nggak mau shoutout di sini, jadi subscriber gue full orang luar gitu. Cuma belum matang planning. Udah GG, udah pulang aja T1. Cuy, T1 nih kalahnya kalah kocak cuy. Defendernya udah ada Cypher, udah ada Viper gitu, udah enak gitu jaga set, ada Fate juga, ngehalaunya enak, masih jebol. Terus tadi di split dada Astra, kerjaan tinggal pencet C. Musuh maju dia pencet C, udah dihalau. Jebol. Ini T1 butuh pot review lebih banyak nih. Tinggal bawa koper ya, bawa koper aja. Guys, DRX mau nonton gak guys? Habis ini DRX lawan Geng. Nonton gak guys? Atau udah ini doang, pertarungan adik kakak doang yang seru? Gak di defuse. Gas. Jam berapa dulu, tapi kalau udah jam 5 gue mau ngedit soalnya. Gila, viewernya 43.000 bro. Mentang-mentang adik kakak viewernya 43.000. Kemarin mentok 12.000, 18.000 gitu. 19.00. Masih lama cuy. Aku mau ngedit cuy, From Zero episode 11 menunggu. Nangis cuy. Kalahnya menangis cuy. Bro. Menangis cuy. Kecewa itu, kayak kemarin tuh ada yang kampanye udah budget paling gede, kampanye paling pede gitu kan. Suara paling dikit. Itu feelingnya kayak gitu guys. Stream edit, siapa yang mau nonton? GG kasihan bro. Masih di mejanya, dia masih mengelap air mata. Katanya rakroso netes elo neng pipiku. GG bro, it's okay bro gitu. Next time win. Kayak zaman dulu tuh ada di zaman CSGO ya, Virtus Pro lawan North kalau nggak salah. Si Magi sudah kill 40 masih kalah, nangis langsung. Kalah di comeback. Gitu rasanya guys di comeback guys. Why we lose? Ya ini dalam pikirannya si Izu nih. Dalam pikirannya gini sih. Menangis langsung. Karena dikamerain. Kameramen kan tujuannya menangkap emosi. Ya itu yang ada emosinya paling ditunjukkan ya dia sorot. Bisa nangis cabut dia pulang. Dia kan rumahnya di Korea langsung pulang dia. Kita kalah kalahnya kalah di comeback lagi di splitnya. Yes gue kapan turnamen? Kemarin kan baru major. Kemarin baru beres major cuy. Dong. Gila sih Dong mainnya. Contohnya tidur ya. Gue juga mau tidur. Udah guys. Kita sudahi dulu streamnya. Kita nonton yang ini aja. Karena abis ini DRX lawan Geng kurang seru kayaknya. Yang DRX lawan Geng kalian nonton sendiri aja guys. Kayaknya kurang seru. Gue cuma pengen nonton yang ini doang soalnya. Yang lain juga sama kayak pada berpikir seperti itu. Gimik. Mana ada gimik nangis itu real air mata beneran guys. Air mata bohongan tuh sinetron namanya. Air mata sinetron bohongan. Itu air mata beneran guys. Kalian tuh kalau ada orang nangis bukannya nggak apa-apa udah lain kali. Misalnya kalau kalian cengeng lu gitu aja nangis. Kalian tuh gitu ya orangnya ya. Nggak boleh guys. Kalian tuh makanya generasi sekarang tuh banyak mental health. Soalnya digituin nangis dikit. Oh cengeng lu. Lemah lu gitu. Izu villain arc jadi Uzi. Dibalik namanya. Kasih tisu 4 lembar. Ya butuh tisu 4 lembar. 4 lembar saat aku menangis. Hanya Endok menggantikan Perex. Coba Sentinela Endok. Coba Endok lawan Perex. Sentinela gimana main B doang. Gak akan pernah ke B Perex sih. Karena tahu ada Endok. Bisa nyari tim baru. Enggak sih. Dia nyalahin diri sendiri. Dia soalnya tadi kan rip aim. Pas di split main race, kalau dia dapet killnya langsung menang. Cuma dia nge-whiff jadi overtime, lanjut kalah. 1 kali nge-whiff doang gitu. Ya kalian juga nangis. Apalagi ini yang dipertaruhkan gaji dia. Duit ini. Izu nangis Karpe kagak. Soalnya Karpe udah bottom frag deh udah ya udahlah. Gue tahu gue beban udah salah gue. Kalau si Izu masih ada kesempatan buat dia menangin tapi dia menggagalkan kesempatan tersebut jadi nangis. Kalau Karpe ya emang underperform bottom frag udahlah ya udah kalah gue menerima kalah gitu. Kenapa nggak bikin video? Lo kira bikin video 5 menit jadi? Ini gue dari kemarin sambil ngedit dikit-dikit gue cicil kagak beres-beres. Kalahnya nyari kecurangan musuh. Ya pakai hak angket. Pakai hak angket coba bisa nggak? Nanti akurat jadi Itachi. Ya ini sengaja kakaknya ngalah ke adiknya. Carpe balik OWL. Sudah mati Overwatch League sudah nggak ada. Overwatch esports sudah mati cuy. Kasihan banget pemain Overwatch tuh. Perex curang coba bawa ke Bawaslu ya. Ya udahlah guys. Aku yang stream dulu guys, mau ngedit guys. Sama nanti aku mau rencana upload analisis VCT ini juga lah. Uploadnya cuma yang RRQ dulu biar bocil-bocil RRQ pada ngamuk ya. Banget itu. Ya makasih udah nonton guys. See you next time. Semoga sehat selalu, banyak rezeki, dimudahkan pekerjaannya. Yang nyari pacar semoga cepet ketemu. Cuma nikahnya nanti aja, ngapain nikah mahal ratusan juta buat sehari doang. Mending gak usah nikah guys, pacaran aja. Ya udah, see you.